Welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena, and you're watching our coverage of the ECAC Collegiate Valorant League. Boise State is looking to pick up their first win in the playoffs tonight against St. John University with both teams. My name is Brendan Red Hots Koziancic, and joining me to call the action today is Greg Old Soul Smith. And Greg, going into the week 2 of the Swiss League, how do you think teams like Minnesota and Boise State can kind of maintain their undefeated record so far in playoffs here?
I think it's going to be reading into the other team. It's going to be watching those VODs. It's going to be get comfortable on the first couple rounds, the first couple pistols, maybe the first map. Really gauge the distance of their punches.
Yeah, the first map is being Split, and I think Split is definitely a map that has kind of come back in popularity in the last couple months here in pro play, collegiate play, and all levels, honestly. And I think that it's a really interesting map in general here. And so I'm really excited, at least, or interested in seeing agent kind of selections each team, because I think each team usually kind of has their like core of what they pick and what they don't here. But it's like, what is kind of, have you gotten comfortable enough in the last week that you've had the downtime in between each match to be able to play these new picks to either throw off your opponents or be able to kind of plug that last piece in on your puzzle there? So what do you think about, like, maybe agent-wise, is it good to go with more comfort? Do you think it's good to go with what worked or stuff like that? Yeah,
I would say comfort is important, but this newer stuff and staying with the meta, we're starting to see kind of a stronger meta develop. I know for a little bit there, we said ourselves a lot that, like, oh, Chamber is a new place and it doesn't push anyone else to the side, but I have not seen a Cypher in a while now, actually. And, pulling a Raze on this map would be seen as a little bit strange. Even we just had a Reyna and Jet on this map, and we had our own feel like, I don't know about this or that. So I think the meta is kind of strengthening together, and at this level of play, you have to be playing the comp that works best.
Yeah, and I think especially with, like, Raze being picked so much on Split in terms of pro play and stuff like that, Raze has such a good opportunity in this map, but it's like you have to be able to play Raze right to really get it going. I think satchels and blast packs in this map are really huge. And obviously we can take a look at the event tonight. So this is the ACAC Collegiate Valorant, which is a 5v5, obviously. It's a best of 3, and for Valorant it is a first to 13. And if it is the halftime is 12 rounds, so once you get 12 rounds, you go half to half. And of course, if each team goes 12-12, we go into overtime there, which you have to win 2 in a row to finish off the game. So overall, it's just kind of the rules and how it works here. And of course, we can we kind of got here through just the ECAC. We went 5-3 in the regular season here, and we won the first round of playoffs. And this is going to be the second round of playoffs happening here, which the first, we're basically sitting on a 6-3 record here. And we'll be playing St. John University here. They are the home team for this, which means that they get first ban, and they also get first pick here. So, of course, we have Doc's keys to the game, which in Valorant you want to focus angles, flank, know your win condition, count cards and call abilities, and click heads. This is brought to you by Esports Tower. So that's Doc's keys here. And also, actually, they're brought to us by Drop-In Gaming here. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platformers for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competition gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. And then we have the lineups, which is today is brought to you by Count's Identity Trust Global Network delivers real-time fraud prevention and account protection and enables personalized customer experience for more than 9,000 leading brands, and that's Count. So that's fun stuff here. And overall, I think the matchup was good. Like we said, we kind of talked about it here and there, and I liked your Chamber talk where we've seen a lot of teams kind of just pick up Chamber. And the cool thing about Chamber that I think is nice is it allows a jet flex. And what I mean by that is on a map like Split, we've seen a lot of Raze be picked. We've also seen that jet player go into that chamber role where you can op, you get a free op with your ult. The TP works almost the exact same way, but the thing is with chamber is you can TP way further and stuff like that. It's almost the exact same timing within like a little couple milliseconds, I think, like that. So overall, I'd love to see kind of what teams are doing here or what they're more comfortable with.
That's not the only place that we've seen a duelist flex kind of spread the power out and spread the load of the top frag duelist out. Earlier today, we were talking about this kind of duelist initiator push, and these real two tie together. Looks like W Panda on the Sky and Dreammaker on the Raze. Great picks. Dreammaker doesn't typically play the Raze, though it's a good backup for him.
He's a big Sova player, but Split is definitely the map where Sova is never picked.
Never picked. And
never picked.
Not because he's bad, but because there's so many better options.
Yeah, he just doesn't have a good time on this map.
Speaking of better options, Shell's playing with us there, decided to hover the Phoenix. Got me scared.
The Panda kind of hovered that neon, but we all, I'll say the one thing that we have kind of noticed as well is the meta is changing back to the one duelist, one initiator.
Yeah.
We saw a little bit of time where it was 2 duelists again. We saw that kind of pick up, and I think it still works for certain teams that have a really good jet player and another player who can really make that duelist work. But I think right now it's just like that duelist initiator combo with the Sky or Breach or something like that really makes things work. Definitely. And I think it's just kind of what we're going to function on. Also, with how the observer is St. John has elected to that we can only view our spectators. So we're looking through our coach's view. So that's why you see only the left side. We will see St. John's go with the Brimstone KO Reyna, actually.
Wow, what?
My guess on the Reyna pick is they're not too comfortable in the Raze, so they'd rather be comfortable in the Reyna and just play that comfort option. But we'll see a Sage, and then we'll see the Chamber. So we're going to have 2 different smoke options with that controller role of the Omen versus Brimstone, and we're going to see the KO versus the Sky, which I actually am a really big fan of KO.
Yeah.
I think KO right now, with the amount of Chamber being picked up, and especially Raze too, you can fully just destroy someone's utility.
And their utility is now their econ.
Yeah.
And it's now their gun.
That works.
I totally see that. However, I am a Sky main, so I'm biased. So.
But yeah, let me setting up here, kind of going through. We'll see Chamber kind of set up stuff and kind of obviously kind of get that free util round as well with the Chamber. So you'll set up your TP, you'll go back to your TP. But overall, we're going to see kind of BSU go with the Sage Wall mid, it seems like, with 2B with this Raze kind of hovering. So I don't know if they're maybe looking for a Blast Pack play, or they're kind of looking to just hover here. So
lots of noise in mid here. We already see the smoke coming out. That wall coming in clutch, but it's already broken down. So Jabald is going to have to hold it on solid here. That bomb buddy coming out.
Yeah, it's kind of jiggle peeking this a bit here. Not too much commitment yet.
Catches the shoulder, decides to fall back, so he has that double peek kind of back up from our Sky here. Otherwise, all quiet on the fronts. There are 3 people watching that mid angle, and that is good. And Shells is absolutely holding strong, pulling out that Headhunter on round 1. Everybody's just staying steady in their angles. Start to see Sky kind of rotate back, make sure nothing's coming in too shallow.
They got to be kind of careful here because they only have that Chamber on that A site there, so that actually is a pretty vulnerable spot for them to rush here, but it seems that they're still going for this B split here.
And J-Bag with them right ahead, still standing strong, looking down.
Does trade, though, 1-for-1 here.
Ooh, rough. They just went too deep on when no one was watching the other side. Now, this rotate in, we've got 2 players coming back to try to pull it all back together, but they're totally held up by this smoke here. Just shooting blind near default. As it goes up, we're able to make some ground, but got to be really careful with these 50-50s. Breaking out of this,
they do hear that KO close.
That is true.
They have a flash, probably have this flash here. Chamber does have the TP here, so going to be kind of swinging wide.
Oh, where was that?
I think that was Pillar.
Yeah.
Just peeked around Pillar there.
Well done.
But overall, 1-0 start from St. John. That was a really interesting attack round, honestly. Going throws so hard mid, kind of calling all you know, I guess, noise, cutting it all.
Yep, went quiet.
Went quiet, have them kind of guessing. Boise did kind of read it correctly, though. They had 4 on site there. The only problem was that St. John was so ready with utility, and then they had to worry about the B main area. Because you can't just leave B main. It was smoked, but the thing is, they can push through that.
Yeah.
So I think overall, great job there by St. John, but, you know, Boise did have the good read, just kind of comes into gunplay sometimes.
Definitely. Let's see if they can follow it up again. Dreammaker this time.
Forcing for the judge
and,
here.
Ooh, a lot of mid noise. So kind of looking for these jumps. Knife goes up. Can't do anything about it. Considers the ult, but just can't come out.
And that's what makes the KO so useful there,
sees
too.
3 and takes one out. That judge is ready, and he is held up with another. The paint shells and the boombot going out just to provide that pressure. Maybe wait for some more people to come up. We might see a flash and an extra push in here, but they don't need to. They know the win con is to play nice and slow when people come to them. You've got to be responding as the defenders, and I think that's what brought us to the last round. But wow, W Panda gets a good shot.
There,
a couple good dinks, but Dreammaker's got to follow it up, playing nice and steady here. Let him walk into it.
Oh, nice pick there by,
coming right around.
I'll say, the thing that's hard there is once Dreammaker gets that first kill with the judge there, they 100% know there's a judge there and they're gonna play differently.
Oh,
good try there,
yes. gets double peeked on with the ADS switch, and they know that 2 is back there, so J-Bag's got to kind of fight for himself. Absolutely dashing through the sewers here. You can't hear it, but the enemy can. He's coming up the ropes, got to look for that plant, but with one person planting, the other 2 are watching him, so just now he's got to start looking around every angle, make sure he's doing this deliberately. Oh. Catches one brilliantly. A good smoke onto Heaven.
Oh, no! They must have planted for Heaven, I believe. Yeah, so they planted for Heaven, and that's why they all kind of migrate to Heaven. They know it's a 1v3. They hear him going sewers. Let's just play on Heaven and then make a decision there.
Good read by St. John, bringing us to a 2-0, but not from bad effort by Boise State. They're doing a good job of trying to be the response here. Stay steady and respond to what is happening. Proactive defense we appreciate, but only when it's effective.
Yep. And now we're going to see the buys coming from Boise State here with the Phantoms and Vandals. With, you know, full util as well. So I've seen that Boise State is kind of usually playing this overload system where they're kind of playing this 3 on one side or, you know, 3 on another side. So they're going to play 3A here. So I think they believe that maybe, you know, they've kind of hit the B a little bit. Now they're going to kind of commit to this A site here.
Doesn't look like that's the case because that flash doesn't catch anybody.
I'll say Jabal's in kind of a hard spot here because he has to hold mid here, but he has to make sure they can kind of hold that relief on B main there.
Definitely.
They're going to give up mid control here, so they could go mid to A with the ropes, but they're going to hold this here. They do have Dreammaker kind of anchoring on that A site, just waiting to see if they can kind of get that off. It makes it seem like I think Dreammaker might have another shotgun again because he did buy last round, so he cannot buy full this round, and he's kind of playing that corner. That little hell corner. Yep, see, he is playing that hell corner, and he does have a judge, so he's kind of holding that down. Ooh.
And that's slow right there.
Yep. Smalls Nation kind of gets the pick there. There's a Sage Wall. Oh, great clear there. Yeah.
But beautiful clear. Shells takes one, drops down.
Does get a trade, but unfortunately it's a bad spot there and just kind of gets it traded back.
Yep.
Now it's up to Shells and Dreammaker, but Dreammaker does only have a judge there, so he's going to have to get a satchel pack or something to kind of get something close here, unless he can get a gun.
Shells about to come face-to-face with a lot of people here. Dreammaker's got to have his back, but he's not at the right distance to be making this call, so hopefully he can drop down in time. But Shells, sees both of them. That's a rough one, but it's a good spot for Dreammaker. Dreammaker switched out their gun, though, but they're able to take 2. Throwing the utility down, try to clear that area, at least get to the half. Paint shells are still going. He should be safe with the full. Pros don't fake. Oh, he let go close. He could have had it. Unbelievable. Kenny right in the face.
I don't know if he would have stuck that. I think he might have had it.
He was pretty close.
It would have been really close. Yeah.
I don't think that he understood how. I think he thought that that Headhunter was a lot closer.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. It is hard to say, but like, I mean, if you look at where he stops here and where he dies. Yeah, I think he would have had it because, you know, there is a little bit of that buffer period where he kind of misses those shots there. So you have that extra couple milliseconds, which is definitely the difference there.
It is.
So, I mean, I understand kind of letting go because you know where he is, but, man, I think if you get that far on, you just have to stick.
You have to, that far on because you have to think about your reload. Whoa. Unreal. Dreammaker hungry for a third. If nothing, intimidation, he takes a 4. That's absolutely ridiculous. Why did they keep walking into that? Dreammaker's unreal.
Dreammaker is reminding me of there's a pro player in the Radiant era where he plays Cypher and he only uses shotguns. And that reminds me of Dreammaker right now because the last 3 rounds he has forced nothing but judges.
That's crazy.
And right there he gets a 4 kill because he just judged. Yeah.
Do you remember Korean Bucky meta where people would get new accounts and Bucky all the way to the top? Dreammaker's running.
I do see him with the jiggle peek there. Yeah. Little knife angle. And just gets the ace.
Up the ace. Love it. Man, he had the arsenal to choose from. Did you see him picking his favorite Oni skin out of there?
And what an ace by Boise State Dreammaker. And I just laugh because it's funny to see that he has played a judge last 3 rounds. He played in Heaven, and then he just played 2 rounds in Hell, just hoping that they're coming. And so I think that's just pretty funny to see. You can see the roster here: Dreammaker, Shells, J-Bag, J-Bald, W Panda. It's just pretty funny there because Dreammaker obviously just going crazy with the 4 kills of the the Bulldog, right? No. I can't think of it. Sorry.
The Judge?
Judge, yeah. I don't know why I just blanked there. I said like 3 times before that, but the Judge, yeah. And then the last one, the Oni. Phantom. Boise does have the buy now there, so great to get the wall off buffer there while before your silence, so make sure you get that off.
Definitely, good timing there.
Dreammaker does have the showstopper now though, ready to go really aggressive if the time calls for it.
Yeah, because J-Bald is here just to see if that wall breaks, and then Dreammaker can come in for a great pinch, so.
We do hear the Chamber ult come out now. So the tour de force is in action here.
Indeed it is. Start to see this push onto mid. Doesn't look like there's anything there, but they're going to drop the Boombot just in case. Check out that sewers. Doesn't look like it's going to catch him, but wow, they play against it with a decent gun there.
Yeah, Shells actually does TP off of B, so maybe he's kind of thinking that they are going to rotate A, making the maneuver. W Panda is on this kind of rafters area as they start throwing utility onto A side here. Ooh. Good flash opportunity here. Doesn't flash anyone, though.
Oh! Caught off guard by Sflo. Ooh, Sflo returned by W Panda. Ready for that entry that they...
30 seconds left.
Does catch somebody. Not going to play off it. Instead decides to go back into sight.
They are going on top. They are coming now, though. They did hear them.
Oh! Dang, what a reply. W
Panda does get another one despite being so low, so that's pretty good there. Although it is a 2v3 scenario here for Boise State. This would be pretty hard to retake with this tour de force active. So I'm guessing, you know, it could be anywhere on site here, and had a great shot earlier, so they have to be kind of, you know, careful about that one. Gives them a smoke opportunity to kind of get elbow. Wow. Ooh. Does trade.
Wow. It's got to take some dedication to crouch in the ultimate like that. Wow, comes flying out and takes another one on Kenny. Oh, almost with the third fake in a row to the last person. Void takes him, though, with a thrifty.
And Void, I mean, with the situation, they did a great job there. They got two from Panda there. You know, J-Bag almost clutching out there, but, you know, it was too low. This was a great, I mean, I will say, this KO right now is being a detriment to Boise State. We see silences all over the map, at least tagging 1 to 2 every time, and it's always where they're pushing.
In some critical places.
And so you can't use your utility while they're pushing in. And it makes it so hard for Boise State to really react to. Because you can't. You just rely on gunplay, and if they come out with utility, it's really hard to, you know, deal with.
Yeah, which is why we see that Initiator Duelist setup, because going pure gunfire does not have the effectivity that shutting down all their utility is.
Especially having an ult like Raze or something like that of nature. They can save that silence, or even this KO ult, probably pretty close to the ult now, and they can just stop them completely if they're attacking site.
W Panda going again with a little check just to see what's over there.
Ooh, close there. I think it was a lineup. That was seemed like it was pretty far away.
Pretty deep, yeah.
Dreammaker going another time.
Looking to follow in off that. Hopefully catches something absolutely nasty with this judge. Decides to get greedy, goes up in for it, and they've got a beautiful defensive smoke here. Doesn't have a lot of options. Tries to walk all the way around.
Shells does pop the tour de force here, kind of holding this down. Once again, Boise State really going with the overload to one site, even though they haven't like really seen too much lately. That was a wow.
Jabald catches just a shoulder.
Shells is playing the cross though, and Void gonna entry with that. Here comes the showstopper.
Ooh,
does get one. Oh.
Ooh, Dreammaker looking to bring things back together, but it's got to be.
The thing is, the thing that sucks is the silence is still going here.
It will.
So we'll probably see the KO. Oh, he actually does get the kill. St. John decided that it's not worth to res the KO there when they have the numbers advantage. They don't want to get bait.
Oh, almost went for another one, but if there weren't two people watching that angle.
Yeah, and I think the judge did try its best there to you know, get some work in there, but I think after the first kill, it's pretty hard. Great showstopper there. Does get the KO.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, the KO suppress lasts as long as that is down, so they're just kind of constantly getting silenced where he can't use any more utility or grenades or anything like that until after, so it forces him out. And BSU going with a Force with a Bulldog and a Spectre, so I think it's obviously, they think it's a Force that they think they can win this round. They must, you know, think so. We're gonna hear some smoke, stuff like that.
J-Bag looking comfortable on B. Dreammaker takes a smooth one on A, so the rotation call is made. Ooh, Dreammaker ready to fight back with the Boombot and a quick peek around through the slow.
Throws a nade on top of there. Oh, great job, Panda, by getting that, you know, Reyna again one more time to make sure that they still have the numbers advantage.
Man.
Good flash, but I think, yeah, they want to hold back here. I think pushing out would be a little too aggressive.
Oh,
Oh!
Shells and Panda, their angles were just already peaked out. Needed to reposition there, but that's all right. 3 to 4. Start to see that rotation back on over. Dreammaker's posted up and ready to take this, but they might be going through sewer to take another in mid. And Dreammaker's considering it as well. Decides to go nice and slow back through mid with this new Vandal. Start to see that rotation back to B since it was so quiet on A, but he's got to be careful.
Yeah, they have 2 on B here. Oh, does do the blind dog before the silence. Yep. Great job there, but not too much commitment after. Oh, they are on site. Does get another one.
Little Spectre fight.
One enemy remains.
Does trade. Great trade from Dreammaker. 1v1 scenario here.
Spike down
Oh.
B.
That was not the goal. That's all right, though. Dreammaker
Oh, he does
still got
TP.
it on a 1v1.
It seems like Chamber... He's close.
Oh, this is huge.
Oh,
Absolutely
yeah.
massive.
I was going to say, I mean, the Chamber TP'd there, but the thing is,
Yep.
he doesn't have time to get A from there.
No,
I don't think. At least without Dreammaker seeing him there. So
And Dreammaker knows that, so he caught him
great,
on the wraparound.
honestly, great force by Boise State there.
Definitely.
I mean, it looked pretty grim there, but how these 3 played this this B hold was honestly great job there. I mean, the Omen blind coming out right before the silence so he can at least get his 1 to trade is huge. And the Dreammaker coming to trade for the other one, and then Dreammaker just kind of solidifies it with the pick mid, just kind of read him right there. And now it's 2-5 for the side of Boise St. John's, still leading 5-2 here, but Boise State takes an important round nonetheless. Dreammaker at 14 kills already in this 7 rounds. Just going pretty popping off right now, absolutely. We'll see a dog here from Panda. I think he hears a little bit. Shell's holding up mid now with this Marshall kind of trying to maintain mid control because with the Sage being able to wall every time, you have to be careful though because they're going to be pushing mid every time. I think on split, you're not going to not see a mid play. So a lot of it is just how much utility can you use versus how much can they extend as well for themselves to kind of hit that even point.
Yeah.
They do have the Empress available for St. John as well. It's a huge kind of ability just because of the nature of being able to trade or make those kind of plays that you wouldn't be able to with aggression because you can kind of reset. Shells sees 1, kind of peeks, but doesn't fully commit there.
No. Considering it again. Ooh.
He might have tagged him, but it did look kind of weird. Because KO, it's hard to tell you hit people sometimes.
Yep.
Kenny does get the pick onto Shells mid, though. Oh, nice. Panda playing backside here.
Getting all the utility out of that Guardian. Wow, sees another 2.
Oh, Dreammaker gets 1.
Beautiful pinch. Sees another 2. Decides to...
Nice.
Oh.
Way to control your spray there, too.
Definitely. Yeah, the counter strafing was good. And wow, these blinds have been critical, but 1 in hell takes J-Bag out, but Jabald is ready for it. Just got to get the drop down right on the count for this pinch, but Dreammaker's not in a great position. Does start walking forward again.
Oh, unfortunately, he has the Empress active, so he can get out of that.
Smalls Nation's just too good. Jabald, a 1v1 here.
It is a 1v1, but they do have the Empress, so he's at a pretty big...
Didn't get the plant down.
Oh, he must have tried to fake it.
Well, there you go.
Okay, it seems like seems like he was going to fake the plant, hoping that the Sage would just run at him, but Sage knows they have time that they have to just wait for. So at the end of the day, they just wait, and
stay disciplined.
The Reyna doesn't get the bomb down, and they lose the round because of it. So
and you can hear them not planting. It's hard to fake a plant. It has active noises kind of intermediately through.
I mean, yeah, the biggest thing I think that there is like he can just wait till you actually post plant it.
Exactly.
Because you can fake it. It's so easy to fake there, and because you don't know. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, I don't know. It's interesting. I actually thought Jabald was just going to push him, but at the end of the day, he just decided to accidentally take the out. 3-5 though. Dreammaker gets 1, gets traded. Ooh, Shells gets 1 as well.
A well-performed flash, but goodness, they were ready on the 180, so 3 people peek onto Shells.
Great Omen smoke there. Jabald actually gets Kent, though.
With some serious help from
I think it was through the smoke, I believe. Could be wrong.
Jabald getting iced in here, and that is when they like to repeat.
Great wall here, looking for the res spot. It's actually down there.
Wall to cover the res. Bringing us to a 4v2 here, trying to just bring us a little bit closer to half. Everybody is hanging out right now.
Oh, what a spot. Yeah.
Wow.
1v3 here.
Very nice.
That would have been crazy.
decides to reply through that
30
window.
seconds left.
More pre-fire, just checking. I don't think they're still there, though. I think they walked around. He's going to play through it.
There's that shorty I've been talking about lately, too.
Just not there.
A lot of people really opting with this secondary shorty just to kind of have that angle. Oh, here we go. Should be right into him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, he might get the plant off,
10
actually.
seconds left.
Which, I mean, for their eco is pretty huge. Because it seems like St. John's is actually on eco. I mean, he does get them, but they do get the eco for it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not too bad. But great round for Boise State, kind of holding it down. They put that 5 almost rush into A heaven there, you know, and through net, like, you know, through the ramp. And so overall, huge. Boise State, though, only down by 1 round now, so kind of getting some momentum going here. Oh, and it looks like St. John is actually opting in for a timeout, which kind of makes sense. They were up 5-1.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they've won 3 rounds in a row.
We see this with big catch-up rolls. The ahead team right before they lose that, bringing up to a fair point. So they want to, you know, really hold that, see what they're doing wrong, see what's slipping.
And I think it's always like hard to tell in terms of like what's the best time to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't want to wait too long, you don't want to wait it too early.
Yep.
But I think it's better to accidentally do it too early than do it too late. Because now they still have the lead, so it's like you can go into the timeout having good hopes and stuff like that. You're not like too down to where it's like if you just lost like 9 rounds in a row, then it's like the mood's not there sometimes. So I think it's a good time to call timeout. All right, guys, this is what we've been working on. This is what coaching would say, this is what I'm seeing from the weaknesses of the enemy team. This is what we're doing well, stuff like that. Guys, let's talk about it, what we're going to do here, because, I mean, they just kind of went 5-man through, you know, a ramp there, and then it didn't work out for them, and they tried to do. So overall, I think it's a good idea. You know, BS, you can obviously talk about, hey, you know, how are we defending? What are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? We just won the last 3 rounds, so it's a good timeout to just be like, okay, let's keep doing this. Is there anything that we do want to do? So overall.
Yeah, well, St. John's looking for those counter accommodations because Boise State here has clearly made a change to get them from, you know, 1-5 to 4-5.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
St. John's saying, what are we not seeing? What are they doing differently? What should we do differently? W Panda sliding right in. And, man, W Panda loves to check this area, whether it's by bird or by dog.
Yeah.
But this time he's actually going to push up on after it. Jabal with his classic hold here with Dreammaker just watching the spot as they continue to push up. Oh, the synergized
what a
utility
swing,
is a good catalyst, but that swing was just too fast. And, again, this KO is so good to start the
J-Bag does
entry.
trade 1. The showstopper is available, but he can't use it due to the KO silence right now.
Little too high, J-Bag. Trident takes him down. W Panda got to move back into sight. Might catch 1 or 2 here.
Oh.
Spike planted.
St. John really holds his angles pretty well. Dreammaker just gets 1. Does have the ults.
Goes after the ult. Doesn't see much.
I like that 1 blast back kind of just holding. Checks 2.
Follow up for it.
Has to shoot there because he gets silenced.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now he knows at least where he is in that corner-ish area.
Yep, they go in for a little move around to kind of pinch this.
Oh, great peek there by Smalls Nation.
Excellently indeed. So Shells takes 1, but this last one just right coming towards him.
It seems like that pause really fixed, at least it seems like, some communication things. Right there, St. John's played so well together. They had utility swing. Smalls Nation right there, by the way, he knew that they would have an opportunity to kind of peek them in that cubby area over there. And so he peeked from B main and then just kind of swung that as well. He had no idea where he was, so great job there overall. And I think Boise State's still in it, of course, more than welcome. I mean, there's 4-6 here. They have 2 more rounds left. If they can get, you know, I would say 1 of the 2 and they're feeling pretty good, just because the nature of how they started.
Yeah, considering the kind of posture, we do see them holding a very aggressive stance. I mean, look at this. Dreammaker just covering a ult orb that they don't deserve and going all in for it. I think they're going to be more comfortable on the attack.
He's going through spawn, too.
He's going crazy.
And I think this is a good call from one of them, because Panda knows that they never actually go through A main here. They haven't last 3 rounds. So they're just going to, hey, flank it. Let's try to hold it here. Oh, Kenny is really just, he didn't think there'd be 2 of them.
Good reply. No, he did not. So Jabal takes that one, and now they know they're being swarmed. And here on B site, people are coming in from every entry.
Yeah, say
in the back with W Panda.
Oh, Dreammaker has the great flank onto bomb there. They knew that one was garage from Jabal. They're probably looking that way, but they didn't think that someone would come from their spawn there.
Oh, downright massive. They've got the spike in a beautiful place right here. And look at this pinch. They are totally holed in. We don't have to do anything about it, but Dreammaker might get excited and throw paint shells just for fun.
Gotta keep jump peeking it.
Oh, yeah.
Have this movement. They do get the audio cue there, so Panda does know at least 1 of them are on site, most likely 2.
get the information.
They might be waiting for KO silence here, because I think it is like a 30 second. They did see main. Yep, there's the silence. Gets none.
One enemy remaining.
Jabal here ready.
Does get Dreammaker though.
Oh,
gets
no.
2.
It was just not a quick enough swing, so Smalls Nation has 3. W Panda
Oh, he's here.
up against him. Play the timer. Play gentle. Play the timer. Back it up. You don't need this kill.
10 seconds left.
That's the move.
I don't think
let him go to plant.
Yeah.
There it is.
And now he has to
force
plant
it.
here.
Now you can force it.
Spike planted.
Oh,
Yeah,
cute.
Yep.
Beautiful timing by W Panda.
It seems like Smalls Nation does get kind of mind gamed on these things, because he goes to plant, tries to fake. Cause the thing is once you fake the first one and you hear the second one, then Panda knows that he can either push you and just kind of play that angle, or you have to plant. Because if you stop one more time, you lose.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, I can just wait. Once you hear the sound of it actually being done, planted, then you can peek, which is exactly what he does. And plays it very well, and just a great job overall.
Yep,
and now we're going to see 5-6, St. John's still leading, but there's one left other half here to make it so it's 6-6. Overall, great job from Boise State kind of posturing back up in the game, so just, doing a great job catching up here. If they end the half 6-6, that's ideal, I think. They're a great job of defending this.
I think it gives them a leg up.
Yep.
Ooh.
I think they hear a little bit, but there was a lot of movement by Boise State as well.
Yeah, and we hear a lot in this position as well. Doesn't quite tell us where they're from, but that we've seen very typical as well. And Jabal falling back into the second position, ready to watch people come out here. Might be a dog entering on him, so he decides to get real short. Ooh, but that blind does see some. Still just hanging out. BSU's okay, just waiting for it, and so is Dreammaker with Judge in hand. Comfortable.
Ooh, Shells gets a pick onto Flo. It's just what they need to get going.
And walks right out.
Ooh, and Void gets taken down too, so no more silence from KO or flashes. Those flashes are pretty annoying to deal with. They do have the Empress available and they have Brimstone ult, but I could see them trying to get on site first to wait for the Brimstone ult for post plant, rather than just kind of pop it right now. Oh,
J-Bag.
Wow. A lot of great shots going on here.
That one.
Shooting through.
Dreammaker.
Spike planted.
They do have the Empress active now, as well as the Brimstone ult available. Oh, Brimstone is backside. Oh.
Dev's Panda not quite the spray control there.
Wow.
Nice.
They do know where the smallest nation is. Oh,
oh my gosh, Dreammaker lucky to walk away with that one. Might get some more damage off here.
Reset. 30 HP, but they do have the Empress. Yeah, it's there to deal with. And
that is.
I will say, Smalls Nation is doing a lot of work on this Reyna. I mean, using that utility with the Empresses, both Empresses that they used that round, they popped off with.
Yes, definitely.
And so, overall, great job. 5-7, though, for the side of St. John's leading. So, Boise State is, by all means, still in a position to win this game here. And we're going to see kind of how the attack side works for Boise State. We have the pretty aggressive Sky Raze action there, with an Omen being able to hit those different angles. We do have the KO to kind of shut them down in certain situations here, but it seems like Boise State is going to posture towards that A area here and maybe looking for a rush onto site, or maybe even looking for a split onto through ramp or on the site. So we'll see what they kind of do here. Oh, wall right away. Pretty interesting. It seems like they're kind of...
Oh, they've got her cornered.
Oh, wow. Smalls Nation gets one, though.
Smalls Nation, they got to watch out for him way up top.
Unfortunately, the nade goes through, but there was already cleared there, but I think he just didn't know at the time as he threw it.
Oh, wow. Smoke drops. What timing. W Panda needs to push up in on this. A beautiful
I like this play, though.
Just to not quite get the utility he's looking for.
The slow really sucks there.
Spot.
They have to be careful about someone playing this angle, though.
Shadows traveling.
Last player standing.
Smalls Nation just going crazy on people. A 3K right up here in heaven.
Oh, gets one. Good try overall. Interesting defense by St. John there.
Yeah.
I like the Sage wall there at the very beginning, but having Smalls Nation play on that platform to have that kind of, cross with him. Because obviously they see him and they think he's stuck.
Yep.
But the thing is, the moment that he's stuck in that corner and they have to push out of the wall to see them, they're going to trade.
Yes.
And so overall, great round, I think, by St. John. And not just playing that Sage mid and just using that wall mid every time, but kind of swapping it up on him. But this would be kind of a hard round for Boise State here. They are on a save now, whereas St. John is mostly going to be having those Spectres. So we're going to see what happens there. Wall mid now, yep, the standard. Oh, right side. No. Smalls Nation is playing so aggressive in this Reyna.
It really is. And it's not even aggressive because he doesn't follow through with it, but it's so in your face.
It's more so he's using his agent strengths to its will, which is he's playing that aggressive angle like a jet would with a dash, but he can just kind of reset off that angle and fall off or peel off.
And man, it's hard to play against that smoke. So Spike and Pocket, they decide to fan out a little bit, send W Panda right through the sewer here.
Yeah.
Quick checks just to make sure everything's all right, and then they're going to regroup, try to push again through this. They've got the smoke on their side. They put in beautiful defensive smoke there. Man, that's just great. Touching both walls. Jabal here just watching the site, making sure nobody tries to come out of the corner here as they kind of push up into mid. They do lose a player here, though, so it's up to W Panda and Dreammaker to try to drop.
Yeah, they just flash for great try there. Jabal did read him pretty well there.
Big damage, yeah, got a dink off.
Well, they do get another pick mid, actually.
A 3-4, and we know there's one low.
So them getting that stage down means that the enemy's chamber actually is going to stay low HP.
It's true.
So the damage he did to Jabal there.
Oh, man.
Does trade.
Does get the trade, but a 2-3 on the defense. That's a rough spot to be in.
8 bullets left. So they're going to kind of go through this B heaven area. They do know Chamber kind of TP'd after he did take damage here. And
not comfortable.
Insane timing there.
J-Bag got to watch this. And gets a good one, but is traded. Now it's down to a 1-2, and Dreammaker does have to spike in, so he's just got to wait. Man, that wall bangable.
Oh, good try there, but Smalls Nation actually bought a Vandal this round.
Killer.
Just a lot of the things that you wouldn't expect people to do, especially in a pretty big match. This is the playoffs, the ECAC.
Top 16.
And buying a Vandal Phantom second round is so risky.
Oh my god.
I mean, and especially since they peaked mid like that, they played aggressive that mid. If that goes wrong, that's Vandal gone to the enemy team.
Yep, and we talked about this earlier because you're actually risking last round's utility too.
Exactly.
You have to save up for that.
Yeah. Absolutely, but we're going to see BSU being able to full buy here. And this is where I could definitely see a swing in how they approach attacking here. They've kind of just obviously forced that A the first round. Didn't work too well. They played a little mid last round because I think when you're saving, especially an eco on this map, mid is very good for that because it's so close quarters and stuff like that. But now we can kind of see what their plans are and stuff like that. We're see Dreammaker playing that lurk kind of in mid area to kind of maybe get a different angle as well. We're see 4 sides of BSU members on A. I think 3 got silenced or 2, so they at least know that they're at A right now.
Scout destroyed.
Dreammaker kind of in that corner there. We're see Omen, J-Bag kind of hover him. They do know one's close, I believe, because of this chamber trip here.
J-Bag.
And it looks like Dreamweaver's actually going to take this mid to B angle while the rest of the team rotates to B. I really like this play here.
Yeah.
You all stacked, you know, it was a cool little all stacked A, and then you have Dreammaker just kind of in this flank area because they probably rotated to A already.
Definitely. Yeah, Dreammaker
then just leaves.
Cheeky one goes for a second.
And then Sky just threw her flash actually into mailroom area.
Yes.
And it got no audible queue, so they know that there's no one flanking at the moment. So Dreammaker can kind of back up safely.
Yeah, good information playing there, having someone else watch it from a distance.
Oh.
WPN and Dreammaker working together to try to take this guy out. Very trigger happy to hear the reload start to push up a little bit. Switch to Dreammaker watching that back site, making sure no one's rotating through spawn from A, and it's a flawless.
And just great coordination by BSU overall.
Yes.
They force stack that A site. They use util. They get a lot of util in retaliation for it.
Yep.
They keep shooting. They make sure they wait for Dreammaker to kind of get up mid a little bit, see if it's clear. Okay, Dreammaker got through mid. We're already rotating back, and then they know that someone's in garage because that chamber trip hit.
Oh, well timed.
They go through. They get that pick on the chamber because they double peek him as a team. Get that, go on a B site, and that's a great job. It's just a great take overall. I think it's just like a classic, bait and switch for the site, and I think sometimes people don't do that enough on split. They try to go through mid a lot with that swapping by going through mid then choosing. They kind of chose that, okay, Dreammaker is going to get that, space for them. And I'm doing something similar, but this time they're just splitting 2 and 2 here.
But sending...
Scout destroyed.
Ooh. Sending just Dreammaker alone in the middle there is a little scary. He's actually just playing real nice and slow.
Yeah.
And our people on B are just poking as well. Looks like Chamber's going to switch sides along with one on the A, and they've already found Smalls. A good defensive smoke there doesn't give him a lot of options, but the Leer try to push out. It's going to be absolutely refuted, so they're still stuck back there. Tries to throw some more utility. An enemy smoke giving the catalyst to move forward, so he push back a little bit, going to go pick up that spike and commit to the garage that Jabal's kind of holding here, but he has got a lot of information.
Also, decent amount of util there from Raze.
Really
we got our boom bot, got our satchel, and I got our nade there. So she has one satchel left there to get onto site possibly, but a lot of util used here.
Nope. I can imagine her playing back of pack, trying to hold behind Jabal here.
They're to cut noise here. Once that ultimate hits, they're going to use that wall.
Oh, man, right around the post.
Wow, Kenny with a great swing there into a TP.
And Sflo taking a second one from the same position. Shells is finally able to take out Trident, put some pressure onto Sflo. Now that their back's not being
I'll give you that one.
Oh, goodness, we're so
little inspect there.
We'll press Y. This is not a comfortable position for Shells.
I think at this point he knows that like saving doesn't really do too much for him, so you try to get as many ecos as you can. But the one kind of consistency that I'm seeing here is St. John's are never holding angles in terms of once the BSU pushes. That's just one. They're always having that crossfire. Right there we saw Kenny peek, get to TP out, and so once they know they're coming in, we saw S-Flow holding from rafters there, and it's so hard to deal with because like you have those multiple angles happening. A lot of these times St. John's is already rotating to those spots to have those multiple crossfires set up, and it's just like by that time BSU utility is so low there on charges and stuff that they're just getting hit with utility. Dreammaker did get seen as suppressed onto A here. A lot of mid action though, so they know that a lot of mid here. Pretty crazy going a little too far into the smoke sometimes because people just really spray through those. Yeah, and with the Vandal option compared to the Phantom, you do see those tracers. So, Void is going to pick onto Dreammaker on that A. So, if they're looking for kind of an opening by Dreammaker, that is now closed for that one. But Panda is going to rotate on top now, so maybe they are thinking that once they have that Dreammaker pick, they can kind of rotate off. Could try to pre-shoot, but Smallest Nation comes in and just kind of swoops one down in terms of comes through ropes. They're looking in B heaven, so.
True, which kind of shuts down their crossfire they had there, so they got to back up quite a bit here. From the distance, Smallest Nation pulling in the third. Smallest Nation is absolutely shutting down this mid area. He's finally returned by Jabal, but that swing just happens when the information is still fresh and brings us to a 6-11.
And I think that third peak was just insane.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he just straight stopped right there in his tracks, counter-strafed, and domed. I mean, I will say Smallest Nation is playing pretty well right now in terms of, and he's playing with a lot of confidence too. Like he is definitely not afraid to just play the gunfire now because he's winning all of them. And so I think a big thing now is, with that in mind, I think Boise State has to kind of think about, okay, we need to kind of maybe either double peek some things or maybe use util going in with those peaks. Because Smallest Nation right now, in terms of just pure aim, 1-to-1, is winning. And the thing is about Valorant is it's not all about just pure aim. You can just use you have so many tools to use here. So this will be a big round, I think, for Boise State here. Since it's now 6-11 here, and if they win another round, it will be going to the at least overtime at the very bare minimum here. J-Bag has a great flank, gets 2 down there. So now Boise State has the numbers. The 4v3 now does go down to 1. Great shot there. Does see him.
Oh, man. W Panda taking a scary jump there. Keeps on the run.
He's just going to keep running.
Man, it is a round.
Nice shot.
Scopes it.
J-Bag. He does try to run down.
He's right behind you.
Last player standing.
J-Bag coming in with a good paranoia. Doesn't catch him, but he's able to get the hits on.
So unfortunately, that blind does miss, but he did kind of peek it early, which is kind of scary, honestly, that scenario, because at that point, you're forcing a 1v1 and just hoping that he wins that. But overall, huge round, honestly, by J-Bag and Panda. J-Bag had an incredible flank, TPs up to his own smoke, flanks mid. This shot by Panda was insane, just great headshot. Finds him on the dog, just barely. Then they double peek here. Well, they don't really double peek, but they trade. So, great kind of jiggle there to kind of bait them. But look at Smallest Nation has 32 kills, and Dreammaker has 24 right now. So, both duelists in the game are just going crazy. Shells picking this, has the TP set up.
And the tour de force is out. We've already seen one, and they're positioned up in Heaven. So he's comfortable. WPanda is on pushing up this. A lot of spraying through the smoke here. We considered this one. Oh, no, caught in the back by Slow, and Kenny's got the op out.
So he just went with the fallen operator this time. He said, hey, I'm doing pretty well with it. And that's kind of the role that Chamber kind of fills now.
Definitely.
He is available to use that operator whenever.
Yeah, gets a lot of op practice with that tour de force. WPanda kind of opened up the spot here, but doesn't want to push into 2 people here. It's a 3v5. It's going to be gotta catch a kill just to bring it back to conceivable. And J-Bag might get a huge
does get seen though.
He can't.
Doesn't have the bomb with him or the spike.
Yep.
So they have 2 members of Boise State mid. I don't think he actually cleared all day, but
a tight one.
Man, dude, sometimes that crouch really gets you.
Yeah,
sometimes it gets you.
Shell's on the run with team.
Just have his tour de force out here. They do know that Brimstone was screens when they saw him last, but does not mean he couldn't have moved.
Definitely. So
had a lot of time.
To cheek
and also 4 ults beside of St. John's
That's
here.
That's an awkward position for Shells because he does not have his teleport down and he has no way to run. So he's got to take that win if it's going to be. So hopefully he gets some support. He's watching several angles here. Finally, we might see
he has his like flank, but.
Yep. Ooh, WPanda on the run.
Does get one. The silence was
all
used.
above him.
Does get another one.
Third. Unreal.
Just like that, BSU sets up a great crossfire there, and Shells, I mean...
Definitely.
The crazy thing was Shells just committing that they're not coming ramp.
Oh, yeah.
Because if anyone comes ramp right there, Shells is gone,
Definitely.
for sure. And he does have his trip on, like, very in spawn there.
Yep.
But the thing is, I mean, like I said, if they come through ramp at all, he's just gone.
No,
right?
And even if they dropped in through Heaven a little bit earlier, he was not in a very comfortable position.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So he was definitely out on a limb there.
And Panda was silenced.
Together.
So.
Yes. But wow, bringing it to 8-11.
Now, this is going to be a really hard, I think, kind of round for BSU here. St. John has 4 ults here. They have the Empress, they have the KO ults, they have the Orbital Strike from Brimstone, they also have the Sage Res. They do get the Reyna right away, which is a huge one, because Small Nation really has, 33 kills right now, so...
Oh, no, what?
Wow, double kill the Stinger.
On that blind.
Almost, okay.
Able to fight back. Oh, it's not ready for the follow-up. Has to go deeper into the site. It's a good thing it's already been cleared by Dreammaker. Yeah. They're going to wall off this back so they can just watch the 2 entry points that they're both assigned to.
Also, they do have Sage Res, but the problem is they can't have any, they can't get any bodies. Yeah.
They're all up in hell, or up in heaven being watched by the St. John players.
Oh, Shells gets a lot of damage. They do have the KO ult and Brimstone ult, but I don't know if they're trying to save it for maybe the Sage Res. They're trying to get maybe the Sage or something like that with it, but ooh, a great kind of pre-fire there.
Yeah, good wall bangable.
Oh,
man. Dreammaker with the 3K to finish off the round, bringing us to a 9-11. Now St. John might be seriously considering those ults.
And BSU has really turned it up right now. I mean, they hit 11 rounds and actually no birth in a 2-round limit here, and Boise State is turning it up with this attack. And was that a timeout from us?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're to use theirs.
They did use theirs. And if we're looking for one big final push here, this would be the time to use it because, like you said, we are 2 points away from catching up, but they're 2 points from a win.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess timeout does come through here, so they can talk about kind of whatever here. No strobe, yeah, so it was by defenders. So, St. John to call it. Maybe it was the BSU and then they called it the first half.
Gotcha.
Then. Yeah, that's probably what happened. But overall, I mean, great game so far here. It's 9-11 here.
Yeah.
This is a pretty big round still because at any point, if St. John's wins 1 round, that's a minimum overtime.
Yes.
And they have 4 ults now, so Boise has to be aware of that KO ult to really stop them, especially if they have that showstopper, or even like they can't Sage Res at the moment right now, even if they wanted to, because Brimstone has that ulti.
He does,
and it makes it seem like they're kind of holding that. They also have that Sage Res as well, so they have a lot of ults right now. But I think BSU also does at the moment with that last round being done.
3 on, yep.
Yeah, I think with that Seekers being available is pretty huge.
That is nice.
But I think BSU's doing a good job of kind of making it hard for St. John to read them. They played a lot of mid, they've played a lot of main, they've played a lot of baiting, they've played a lot of just kind of fanning out with multiple members. So overall, it's been a pretty good job here. We can kind of see them fanning out once again, just kind of getting a lot of picks here. Dreammaker making up 27 kills here as well. So both duels kind of just doing a really good job of kind of getting those opening picks or even those lurks. A lot of utility being used mid here.
Yeah, it really is, because that dog was not happy with that wall. Oh my God. J-Bag sees 3 of them, does not want to catch
They
that leader.
double peeked him too.
Oh, yeah.
What a timing by his blind there to get 2.
Yes, a
And now
beautiful
Boise State can play so aggressive on this B side, knowing
on
there's 2
out,
over there.
we have no more utility from Sky, but it doesn't
Oh.
even matter. Dreammaker rolls in with it, takes one, is intimidated by that trap, but keeps moving. Shells with the plant immediately. We are already looking at 5v3. That takes out half their ults, and we already used up ours to get 2 here, but we're living comfortably here with this split
Healing over here.
B side. Nice and steady. The knife just come out.
BSU has a huge numbers advantage here.
Definitely.
And I think St. John just either is going to save or try to play for ecos and just trying to get that Boise State econ down a little bit.
We have time on our side. Doesn't need to peek this. Takes one.
Enemy
A huge one in a Smalls Nation and Void. There's only 1 left. They're all over him too. And that's a flawless.
Yeah. And overall, this is a great job, and Boise State is now 1 round away from tying it up and being able to chance to win this game. Of course, you know, St. John is within reach as well to just kind of make it go at least to overtime here, but we'll kind of see what ends up happening in between these. Once again, I mean, we have a lot of ults kind of available, but Boise State did a great job of, hey, we realize there's 2A, we've traded 1, let's go B right away. We know we can kind of force that through. We saw them going through it, so it's great there to see. Does see that Sky Blind come out here. Dreammaker kind of going to be...
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
He's okay with that. Ooh, risks a couple angles to get in deep, but it pays off, I suppose.
I think he knew that it weren't like a couple close. Oh, Panda just getting a 4K through sewers here.
Absolutely ridiculous. Right on the Smalls Nation to put the cherry on top. Now there's only 1 player left. The same 1 player that was left last round. Oh! A beautiful ace by W Panda.
And that's 2 aces for the BSU in the same game. Dreammaker got it earlier.
Yeah.
And then now he's got his. Then that's just fantastic. That's exactly what you kind of need to just finish off this game. And I think it was a save round, but of course, which is, I mean, still an ace, but the thing is now it's a save round. This could be the biggest, this is a huge level 11-11.
Yeah.
Both teams have full util, full, you know, ultis, honestly, almost full ultis. They have, you know, full weapons, stuff like that. So we're going to see a round, and this is probably going to decide, you know, hey, either the game or the overtime.
We're effectively in an overtime now, though, because 11-11 at full guns for everybody, you need to win by 2 already anyways.
Yeah.
You want to play? Let's play.
So the 2 in a row comes out. Whoever takes this is going to go
they just
strong.
the wall.
Oh, W Panda with so much info, they can walk right up in on this. Gotta watch out for someone on top of the wall, but as soon as that's cleared by J-Bald.
Yeah, they're kind of clear this. Probably going to use the, you know, the wall. They do have the Seekers available. J-Bald kind of playing to make sure this Lurker does not happen anything. Nice, does shoot the trap.
J-Bald ready for that one.
Wanted to slow, but I think they're like, you know, we may go here.
Yes.
So let's not slow right now.
Let's not slow ourselves.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, they're going to want to clear this one out first. Checking mail, letting that flash block to 50-50, and so much info. They know there's one back.
Oh, good wall. Great wall.
Beautiful wall. Oh, man.
Oh, wow. The Brimstone ult does come through. Gets Dreammaker and
some damage
5
on the Smalls
members
Nation, but Smalls
alive.
Nation fades away.
Oh, Smalls Nation comes out close.
And W Panda taking
And at first it looked so good there, but unfortunately the wall came out, and that was a really good Brim ult. Because if you think about it, Boise State essentially choked themselves out right there. Because they have to go through, you know, the ropes there onto site there. So great ult there.
Yeah.
Smalls Nation is just once again playing really aggressive, and you know, Boise State now has to win this round to go into OT. I think they have the money for it, which is a good thing. We're going to see Shells, I think, bring out the Operator. So maybe changing something up with kind of holding that angle, playing with the TP a little bit. But we're going to see this match point kind of happen here. And does get smoked out. Happens a lot here. They're going to kind of play a little default action here with 3 mid. Them kind of just holding these angles. And once again, really emphasizing on the mid here. I think both teams are the same thing, just really trying to get that mid. Seems like St. John's is actually just going to give it this time. I don't think they've yet to Sage Wall just yet here, so. Shell's kind of just slowly looking on this A site here, but he's going to be at a hard point here. I'll say that's a really hard spot to get peeked because you have to worry about, you know, screens and that as well, so it's pretty hard to deal with there.
Yeah, it really is a crossroads you don't want to be caught in.
Yeah. The showstopper comes, waits a little bit, has a lot of time.
Oh,
He
man.
doesn't trade because he
That
has
is
the reset.
unreal. They do catch him, though.
That's good. Numbers advantage for St. John, 4v3, but something that Boise State hasn't done yet here. So, in good spots, has a little bit of utility used. I don't think the bird didn't go off there.
Oh! Catches one, sees another, backs up.
Unfortunately, does. Yeah, here comes the KO. Does get rezzed.
Oh,
yeah.
not right there with the flick. Oh, W Panda with the numbers, able to see one. Gets another.
Two, yeah, the shorty. And overall, a fantastic game by both teams here. Boise State got so close there, but St. John's is going to take that final round, making it so it's 13-11 first map. And, you know, overall, just a fantastic map overall. And Boise State Esports is always looking for talent, players, production, and broadcast talent. Top talent can earn scholarships as well. So sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for information. That's boisestate.edu/esports if you want to join the crew, or you think you can as well. So we're always looking for more, and it's a great job there. So overall, I think great game.
Yeah.
First map being on Split, next map being on Ascent. I think the thing is Boise State did a great job of adapting. It took them a little bit to get there. But I think the biggest thing is it might just come down to communication a little more. It seemed like some of these rounds revolved too much on individual play from Boise State.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is it kind of made, like, someone had to pop off and maybe 1 to 3 kills, you know, kind of one of those things. Whereas St. John's did, especially with, you know, the Reyna. I mean, the Reyna was going crazy there, did a great job there. But at the end of the day, they set themselves up where they had a lot of crossfires. They had a lot of utility spots. Even though the Chamber, I guess, didn't get as many kills as they wanted to, him playing that B and getting 1 to 2 and TPing out just makes it so much harder to deal with. So overall, I would say, what do you think, you know, kind of needs to be changed a little bit, or say the same, stuff like that?
No, I think just having the mindset of get your one, get out of there, and make sure that you're working together and that your util isn't just going for yourself but for the team. And we saw a lot of that. I really like the way that our Sky was playing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that bird, every time it came out, was huge for the team and great positioning. And I think we're seeing cooperation. Yeah. But I think that leaving it down to just the one-on-one gunplay skills and letting things get too fast has been the problem.
So overall, great job by both teams there. And so Boise State, you know, kind of has to understand if they have to make what they have to make for the adjustments to make this next one. We're going to take a short break and be back with map 2 between Boise State and St. John's University here. So we'll be right back with that with game 2. So don't go anywhere.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena, and you're watching our coverage of the Week 5 ECAC Collegiate Valorant. We just saw the St. John's pick up a win in a really close game overall, but they're looking to kind of close out the series, whereas Boise State's kind of coming back from that 0-1 game. And I think we're going on to Ascent for the second game here, and I think it's going to be overall better for both teams here, but I think it's going to be better almost for a little Boise State action-ish.
Yep.
I think Ascent overall allows for a lot more coordination to happen, whereas like Split sometimes takes a little bit more effort and a lot more practice to get that in there, whereas I think Ascent it's been out for so long. I think teams have always loved this map as well.
Yep.
And I think we could definitely see like Dreammaker maybe on the Sova again as well, which makes a huge difference, because a good Sova on Ascent is just, it's honestly a playground for Sovas.
Definitely,
there's so many shock dart locations, recon darts. So I kind of want to see, I could definitely see both teams going with the Sova, and then also the KO. I think KO is also just a huge kind of culprit in terms of these plays. That silence is just so annoying. Same with the flashes, a lot of nade opportunities. And then what other agents do you think you maybe see, don't see, stuff like that?
I always want to say that Reyna is actually a really good pick for this map, which worries me a little bit because
we did see Small Nation,
absolutely ridiculous with the Reyna. I really liked what you said earlier about the ability to cooperate on this map.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've never really considered it before, but rotating on Split is such a pain with that verticality.
Yeah.
Not verticality in holds, but verticality in rotation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ramps, there's a lot of ropes, and there's not the case with Ascent. It's easy to slide over and help someone out if they need the help, and it's just so much more open.
Yeah.
Not all the way to Breeze, but enough that Sova has their own playground, which we really would love to see Dreammaker on, and will let us really cooperate a lot better. So I think this will be, like you're saying, a good push from either side.
Absolutely here, and we can kind of go on to it. We've seen, you know, overall just these events go pretty well so far and stuff. This is obviously playoffs, so it's do or die in this situation here. If you win, you know, you go on. If you lose, you go home. And those type of situations kind of make you either perform or you don't. And I think that's a lot of the best times for players to grow or improve is during crunch time like this, and especially when you're down 0-1. Sometimes you just got to go into overdrive. Hey, close game last time. What do we need to do? Let's apply it, and let's go from there. And I could definitely see some Jet being played here. I think Jet obviously is so good on Ascent here because that A-site dash-in is so hard to play against. We've seen so much VCT, especially these Jets. They'll kind of clear it with the first side with the, you know, Sky Flash, stuff like that. They'll go around the corner, double smoke, jump on a generator, and the next thing you know, you have to look at so many different angles going from that against there. So I could definitely see a Jet coming from each team there, but as well as Smalls Nation just went crazy with the Reyna.
Definitely.
So maybe obviously feeling pretty comfortable in that one. So you definitely see that going through there. So overall, just great job. And we're going to see here, both teams rocking that Sova.
And the Jets.
And the Jets for sure. And we're actually going to see the difference here with the Chamber versus the Killjoy.
Yes.
And we're going to see... Oh, yeah, we're going with the two duelists here. So we're seeing that Reyna versus that KO.
We do.
Which... I mean, if they're really feeling like we saw last game, Reyna can be a huge kind of thing. But I think
the KO just has more team utility here.
And I think like initiator utility with that Sky or that kill or the KO is just so detrimental. I mean, KO ult is so annoying.
It's huge.
You can't do anything.
Though, that this alludes to more parallel play instead of series play where we see a duelist take a team on either side?
Well, the one thing I will say is what we said about last game about Boise State taking those kind of 1v1s a lot and that lot of gunplay. This benefits Boise State.
It does.
Reyna is a character made for 1v1 takes, and you get the advantage to that. So if you take it, you heal yourself, you're ready to go. The biggest thing, though, is it puts a lot of pressure on these duelists. I will say, it does put a lot of pressure on duelists. And people think, well, duelists, that's their job. But the thing is duelists, at the end of the day, are supposed to create space.
Yep.
And a lot of times, it's really easy to deal with that if you have the, you know, appropriate comps. So we're going to see, obviously, how Boise State goes, which is really aggressive already going to B site. Shells gets his one. Panda gets his two. Where's the other guys? Oh, and Dreammaker going with that flank mid at the Sova.
Absolutely ridiculous here.
And Boise State going straight off the gate, very aggressive with what he said and how they kind of picked here.
And those ghosts have been laser focused.
Oh,
he catches him on the last one, absolutely pinched.
Great peek there.
And if he hadn't peeked, that shock dart was right on spot as well.
Great job for Boise State there. I mean, just going on. So just doing a great job overall. Peeking those corners. We can see this kind of a little bit of a, you know, replay here. Just playing so aggressive from the beginning. We see Jet dash through. We have Reyna going through. You know, overall, just great job there. Panda getting his two. Everyone kind of getting their one at the end of the day, except for Panda got the two. So, you know.
Yeah, Panda picking up slack.
And now we're going to see, obviously, the bonus. So we're going to see some Spectres and stuff like that. And they're posturing towards A because I think, at the, you know, when you have the bonus, A is a pretty good site to take here.
Oh, they're working towards a bonus.
Yep. Here we go.
Dreammaker having fun with the Owl. Not going to see a whole lot. Clears out Garden, ways up, actually guides the Jet in. We've already got one in Hell. Shells taking people out with that Reyna. Ally is already planting, and W Panda is coming up the other side. They've pinched off completely. 4 people on site. And lots of gunfire trying to take people out, trying to walk in through this flank. Not going to happen. Jabald is ready for him. Kenny does take W Panda. Jabald's going to make it worth it, though, by taking Void out.
And one thing that we said pre-game or after last game is we want to see some more coordination here.
We do.
And right away we see Owl jump from Sova, Jet right behind it, going all the way through, dashing through, literally does a world tour here, goes through heaven, comes back on the site, and then now they're good.
And a full circle because you have that initiator guiding in the Jet. And I think that us losing that KO is made up for by such a skilled Sova to be able to work in parallel with that Jet and be kind of the initiator duelist run-in.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, coming into the next one, we see a nice split push here. Ooh, some early information trying to be garnered on the side of St. John, but it's not going to happen. And that Jet pushing up pretty aggressive. W Panda shutting him down, sending it back with a little bit of Ion Sheriff. Doesn't get a kill onto it. This is going to bring us very close to our first knives right here, round 3. W Panda just has to get 1 kill for it, and he wants it. Man, he keeps pushing on this, but it's all a distraction because Shells is so deep in here with B. They might be able to move around. They hear that ult orb, though, so we might see a push, we might not. Showing off the gun just a little bit, but still nose to the crosshair. Dreammaker sees one across the hall. Absolutely lasers down, doesn't catch anyone. It's all just a lot of poking and intimidating so far. We haven't gotten any full contact on anyone.
So we've seen Dreammaker use a lot of this Odin/Ares combo with his Sovas. He's really good at using those, just shoot through walls area with his, you know, darts and stuff like that. Really utilizes that Sova kind of shoot through gameplay, and I think that's what made him so good on Sova, and so it's good to see him just kind of keep going on that one.
Here we see a nice pinch with our first utility kind of pushing in. This is a great defensive smoke, though, so Jabald can't really push in. He's got a little bit of backup from Shells, but he's going to wait for it to go down along this one. J-Bag backing himself up with that smoke. He's actually going to rotate out. They're going to go, hey, this is big. I don't think there's anyone back here.
Dreammaker playing that smoke, going through.
Oh, wow. A huge blowout. Takes 1, transfers over to the second. He gets taken, but who cares? It's 4 on 3, and W Panda already has info onto the next one. Spike is down, and he's ready for it. Holding that corner, just pre-firing, just pushing him back.
Oh, wow. That's a good shot there, but no one's there.
Ooh, sees 2 heads, can't take any. Keeps trying. That info dart, he's not even worried about. Plays through it. Able to just barely walk it off. This Sova just cannot get onto him. W Panda with a nice little safe spot to try to get the refuel. Goes up for some verticality, plays right into it. Speaking of verticality, J-Back goes right up on site. Ooh, gunning through the smoke, almost gets him, but now they're going to run in with a double, try to take care of things. He's so close, they force so hard. Looks like they're all gone back to save, and there he is trying to peek B for some outros. It's not going to happen. Panda goes aggro. Absolutely hungry.
They don't want him to keep these guns at all.
No, he does not. But it's not going to happen.
Oh,
no!
Well, doesn't get the Vandal.
Last on a Panda. Tragic, but that's another win for Boise State.
And that's a really big round to win.
It really is.
I mean, the moment that you go up 2-0, you know that, hey, you have Spectres, enemy team has Vandals.
Yeah.
And then you just win the round when you're supposed to be at a disadvantage here. And Dreammaker had an insane swing. I mean,
the energy is
he
totally
just goes up there, shoots the glass, but he just keeps spraying. He pre-fired 2 of them. And just overall fantastic play there. But BSU doing a great job kind of defaulting in terms of playing slow, wait and see if anyone pushes. All right, after that, let's see what happens. And I like how they play a lot in pairs besides like the duels that can win those ones.
Yep.
So that's a big thing as well.
The synergy here is so comfortable.
Yeah.
They might not even have mics on. They're so practiced on this field. Oh. Oop. Never mind.
Caster curse.
Kenny with a smooth one on them.
Oh, Kenny,
that's my bad.
He does jump peek him there, luckily. They know they have an op now, so they're probably just going to almost have that. It was almost a really cool lineup, but not too much. They do have to deal with the operator now, which kind of can put a dent in these plans, depending on how well he does the operator as well.
Dreammaker picking up the spike and going to pack back up with the other one that is live on
does
that
tag
side.
him. I think he should do that.
Yeah. Not going to catch him, but...
Oh, big silence gets 2 of them. So they know where 2 of them are, so St. John's is kind of looking to see where the rest of these guys are. Ooh,
No.
J-Bag gets
Catching one on the run.
S-Flow on a crazy flank. S-Flow's probably like, why are you there? But it works out. A little bit of
J-Bag.
cheeky play.
Yeah, looking to play off it. This is wonderful.
Yeah, big alert.
30 seconds left.
Now I should clear all these sites here. Good blind available.
The 2 pairs coming back together.
Darts
Beautiful
hitting. Yep.
smokes. A great dart. Checking all the usual corners. And I love the counter strafe, even though there's nobody there. This is all so much pre-firing.
Yep. Good
This
at
is
plant.
so practiced.
Even though it's less time, they still were all ready for that side. Oh, no. Okay, does get it, does get it. Ooh.
He does get it, but he does get traded
Kenny
for that
is doing some work with
Oh,
this
yeah.
operator, though. Big silence. Oh, good smoke there. Omen smoke, re-smoked for that. Able. Oh, great flash.
Ooh, almost
Trades,
a good
though.
straight transfer.
Okay, they know he is an operator, so it's a 1v2.
do.
With the operator, you just have to make sure you don't peek this.
Yep, and here's the thing. He can't play close unless
Yeah.
he picks up a different gun, so just hang out. Just hang out and wait for him to pick up a different gun, rotate down to you, and then you have an unfair 1v2.
He might just save.
Yeah, it looks like they're considering the same.
Oh, no.
They did get it back onto him.
Yeah, they're just going to leave it. I think that's fair. I think in this situation, you just leave it.
Yeah, I would.
They don't, I mean, unless Panda is very, I guess, comfortable on the attack op, which, you know, some people aren't, some people are.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if they probably were like, hey, I'm not that comfortable, I have knives this round, let's just get rid of it. Because Kenny obviously was showing that he can use it well.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't want to risk, you know, Kenny getting it as well.
No, Kenny came out of nowhere with that one.
Use it off, peeked it. 4-0 run for Boise State now for the side of St. John's, and just doing a fantastic job making sure a lot of these, you know, are covered. Really making it hard to figure out where they're going with this. I don't know if Panda might go for the patented. Okay, nope. They know the Empress going. Jumps through.
Ooh. Shell's trying to get some fire off there. Might not be able to make it. Going in maybe to close the door. Just keeps firing. But, man, you got to get close to it, and he doesn't want to.
Shells wants to play aggressive here to kind of
That's
yeah.
rough.
I can definitely
Reach the
see what
back.
they're doing there because you want to reach the Empress going because, you know, 1 kill just reaches the timer, but...
J-Ball with a smooth move on to Heaven. W Panda kind of being closed in around here. It's not looking good for Boise State. J-Bag already totally blocked in. They know where he's at. They're going to come for him. He's just got to jiggle beak, and they Trident makes a final move. That's a quick defuse, and that's 4-1. St. John taking their first point here. So Boise State doesn't take it too hard because this could be the catalyst for a snowball effect if they're not careful.
Yeah, and I think Boise State got a little carried away there, and not by how they took site, but how they played post-plant.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of, I mean, Shells was peeking through the smoke. I mean, obviously that's just kind of like, hey, they're gonna shoot through that smoke. I mean, that's just how it is. Obviously, you don't have tracers with your Phantom, but the moment that you kind of take that angle, we have people going up to Heaven to kind of peek up there. You're gonna lose that one. So it just kind of got a little overconfident there,
A little aggressive on the
which
post
is
plant.
fair. I mean, if you're feeling it, I think you can kind of give that one.
Sure.
But now it's like, okay, we gotta make
got
sure.
punished for it.
We got punished for it.
Learn our
Let's
lesson.
let's play post plant next time.
Cool. Okay, yeah, let's see if they
Which
can
is
take
fair.
care
They're
of
doing
it.
a great job so far, though. BSU. Well, that's a really cool area.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive smoke. Wow,
Oh.
so many people on screen right here. W Panda.
Smalls Nation does just kind of repeak him, though. Playing the KO, too. A lot of flexibility happening for both teams here.
Definitely, but he's not fragging nearly as much as he was last game. Kind of leaving it all to their Jet now. Dreammaker creeping right on over.
Red him.
Takes a nice one.
Revealing area.
Getting the info out.
Oh, we
Spike
hear
is
a
still in
judge
pocket
somewhere.
here. Oh, Spike is in pocket, and now mid is open.
Captain King.
We've got to make a quick move. Jabalda's got to get back there and get that Spike. Now that it's happened, there's kind of an energy moving towards A. B has really been taken to mid, is a little bit sketchy here. Dreammaker's going to try to push up into it, maybe get all the way back. I doubt it. He might just try to peek this out, take 1 or 2 on the rotate, but I don't think he's going to be able to get to A site from there. So it's up to Jabalda and...
Oh, good play here. I like this.
That's good.
They do have to make sure that the back of Cubby is clear.
Yep.
And also, this is a really good timing because enemy Sova is probably having his Hunter's Fury soon. So Jabalda's using it before he can get
30
back.
seconds.
Before.
left.
It's a good call.
Yep. Oh, 1 is detained, actually.
Ooh, got to watch
The
yourself
thing is,
there.
they go for him or they just let him go and then just hold
That's
it.
true.
It
He's
could
got
be
a
in hell,
second where he
though.
kind of is incapacitated.
It could be in hell.
He definitely
my
could. It
God.
looks like he might have been.
Yeah, I
because
think he
trying to
was-
take him out. Jabal here ready for it. Oh, boy.
Standing.
That was a good arrow by Trident. Didn't even use it for the information, just used it for the look around. Oh, Dreammaker stays strong with 2 in his vision.
Oh, I mean,
Gets greedy and that third one falls.
I think it's hard to to say what the right play is there
Yeah.
because if he holds it, oh, you should have peeked.
Yeah.
Or if he doesn't, oh, you should have held. Like you know, it's hard to deal with, and I think at that point, you know, he was holding it for a little long there, so I think it's understandable.
I think he got the 2 and he could have backed up, but Ace was in his eyes. The plant was happening.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think for anyone there, it's just hard to make the right, make a good call because any call could be a good call there. It's just like
it's not. It totally.
Great play though from the flank there, and just like I said, he hits the wall, doesn't think he's gonna peek him, and then Trident peeks him, which honestly is a great peek there. I think just tapping it and then instantly going through that peek there is pretty crazy.
And I think that just shows you how comfortable they are on the Sova to play a gimmick like that and then be ready for the opponent to play it against him.
That's a cool dart. Ooh, does hit the blind, does tag him. Nothing ends up getting it though, just 1 for 1 here. The Hunter's Fury is up, does get 1. Ooh. Over heals, but doesn't have anything there. Oh, wow. Nice coming out from Kenny. No updraft available now, so you can't do that anymore. It does trade. Shell's getting a good trade there.
Yep.
Great nade. Does destroy the wall. Ooh. 2v2. They do have the KO ult up.
Oh, Shell's just trying to guard the homeland here.
Nice shot by Shells. Ooh.
Almost a good turn on there. That was rough. Very close. And 4-3. Look at how fast that comeback is.
Yeah, I mean, Small Nation is definitely not a force to be reckoned with right now.
No,
definitely that. I mean,
not.
that aim right there was pretty insane. And both boys, you guys tried to swing, but just got them both. And I think he's looking for guns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe looking for an off
foraging
in there, but
he's got time.
Does get the defuse, gets a clutch up. Great 2v2 there. Shows a fantastic shot in heaven there for the Sova. Great shot there. But overall, you know, unfortunately gets down now. 4-3 still. Boise State still in the lead. You know, nothing to deal with, but they are gonna have to. It looks like they have to save for the most part, so they're probably gonna do a buy down for have enough for next round. Seems like Jabald has enough, even buying a Phantom.
Ooh, yeah, they actually switch and they go for a little bit of an up buy here. Realize they're going to go for basically a force here.
Yeah, a lot of utility available too in terms of Hunter's Fury up for Boise State. The Omen ult is available as well. Wow, he actually tags him there.
That's crazy. Yeah, this Owl is getting a lot of utility. It is flashed. But Shells has already used the Owl to go deep and he takes one out because of it. In the middle of that pulse bomb. Just a great off angle to totally catch him.
It's funny because Shells actually took damage because they decided to heal there, by the way, when they were full HP. It's okay. It sometimes happens. Just die hard. Oh, Flow does have the tour to force up. Does get hit from the side. 3v3 here, though. They do have the Brimstone ult available here for the Orbital Strike to be able to go from far. But they also have the Hunter's Fury Sova ult available, and I think that's what he might be doing here. I think he's going to be playing off-site here for post-plant. Yeah, the biggest thing here is just not get caught off. Playing that mid, gonna push out here instead of just maybe because I mean, could play the mind game of hey, Sova's playing off site where he's gonna be off there. Shells does probably Empress, great call there. We do their stim go down from Brim. There's the ult, gets one.
One enemy remaining.
They do get 2, just Jet available now. Oh, they just say great dart there, shoot through. So and that's why Sova's so good in this map. Not only is it very open for those recon darts, this map is paper thin. And what I mean by that is you can shoot through almost every wall on this map.
It's crazy.
Especially on the B site.
B site, you can big square.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so you can literally just dart. All right, shoot through. Just firing squad out there, and Boise State did a great job. A great 3v3 and way to use utility. Dreammaker has a great flank there where they probably think they need to play off site for the Hunter's Fury. Place their market, they have no idea. Has a good flank. Empress popped by Shells, which is a good play. Unfortunately, didn't get much use out of it, but overall, I still think the idea is right there.
Yep.
Oh,
man.
There it is.
Trying to get a third one. No,
almost
not
did.
quite there.
Yeah, they know he's stuck though. And just like that, Shell's getting 2, just fantastic play there.
Yeah, bringing us to 4-1.
Could see something crazy maybe, but does dash through.
W Panda already posted up ready for that last one. Some verticality, just a little bit of fun fire. Dreammaker with a quick last minute check onto the corner. playing the close angle. Not seeing it. Ooh, finds him, and that is huge. That's basically a game. He is all trapped in now. J-Pack.
That's why they call the Spectre the run and gun.
Yep.
All right, well, Boise State takes another round, going up 6-3 in this first half.
Yeah.
First 9 rounds, I should
Yes.
say. And the attack looking really good here. A lot of utility being used here. KO ult has been held for a pretty long time here. I don't know if they're trying to kind of wait like a specific situation, or it's more so he hasn't had the opportunity to get it.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on there. I mean, last time he did get timing pretty hard by that grenade and just got peeked by shells, which is a great play. But we're going to see Boise kind of overload this B site. Seems like they've been kind of changing it up a lot, using that mid to their advantage. Having J-Bag kind of play that lurk role, which I think Ascent is a good map for a lurk because there's just so many opportunities where you can just kind of take that side back. Oh, Jabal gets a pick onto Kenny right away. It's just already huge, getting that jet down.
Yeah, and Shells is already deep into sight, checking all the usual suspects. He's going to go into boat, do a hard left and right.
Yep.
They're just methodical with the way that they clear B site. Shells with this impressive fire, just keeping things light. Hunter's Fury does come out, but we're not worried. Oh, Dreammaker catches one with its flow to reply, but
gets 2 kills with Hunter's Fury.
I did not think it would be that much utility out of there. That brings us to a 3v2 here. Ooh, Shells with a quick reply, but walks out from it. They're going to keep waiting. A nice little split here. Dreammaker's watching his side. Leaves it to try to get some info. Sees just a little bit there. Whoa! Goes to play through it. So much spray. Shells takes the last one, bringing us to 7-3. And that means Boise State has what I'd call, like, secured the half. They have the ahead in this half.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even if they, like, give away every point to St. John from here on out. So now they're just kind of trying to see how much of a head start they can keep moving into the other half. And do you think Boise State's going to be more comfortable on defense or attack?
Looking at the KJ kind of option, I'd say yes, because KJ has such a good defense on B. She has her turret that she can play in a little headshot spot. She has her utility that she can kind of place out to at least stall them long enough to Boise State to make a play there, as well as the vice versa for A. So I think Killjoy is actually very defensive-sided on this map in terms of, like, she has really good defense, of course, right? Great TP there out by Kenny, but
indeed
forces doesn't get any. Oh, wow, he's actually pushing.
Shells almost had that one. Gonna get more fire through the smoke, so backs off a bit. Considers faking that one. They're so close.
Oh, nice shot by
a good one. They just keep sweeping through B like no problems.
Yeah, Jabal going through here. And the good thing I like to see about Boise State is they're clearing this every time, even though someone else is back there.
Every time.
No one's played back there yet, but they're always doing it.
Nope. They just...
Shells does get picked mid, though. It is a 2v4, but of course, it is a... I'm pretty sure it's a save round from St. John's. Oh. Great headshot there. Does swap the knives. I like that. You want to secure this round?
Yeah. Nice.
Just make sure. You want to get that round. And Bill might be like, well, you know, but I think it's a good spot. You know, secure the round, get your kill, get your ecos.
Yeah.
Get your ecos, as Derek always says. Get your ecos. How else are you supposed to pop off?
Oh, yeah.
That's your best time to get kills when they're ecoing. Just to make sure you don't overheat, but overall good. I see, you know, Dreammaker and Shells doing a lot of kills there, but I think each kind of member of Boise State is doing a good job of using utility and kind of doing their part here. Does use his TP. Probably getting, oh yeah, he's playing that higher angle there so we can kind of see that A main angle if they do push out there, which is a pretty cool spot idea actually. Kind of make it so that if they do try to push out there, he's ready. Oh my gosh.
Shells with a quick one. They know
I
all
will
the good
say,
spots.
they've got him on that like 4 times now.
Pretty well.
Just pre-firing that, shooting through the smoke exactly where they might push out, and then just boom.
Yeah, I could use map teams to do stuff like that.
Nice
wow.
jump.
Shells with a good avoid. Has seen 2 people so far. They closed the door on him, but he's not worried.
Wow, Trident actually does get rid of
and
though.
he's still standing there. Gets punished for it.
Oh. Is gonna, wow, does get it right before it does go off, actually. KO actually is downed, but can be res, but Brimstone, oh wow.
No.
And Dreammaker just solidifies it. He actually, wow, he actually downed Small with the shock dart.
Switching sides.
And I was wondering why he went down, because he actually, he was like, no one actually hit him there, but Dreammaker hit him with a great shock dart, as you can see, he downs him there, and then just gets the last one and mark it there.
Good to know your lineups.
Yeah, and if there's one guy who doesn't know it all, it's Dreammaker.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is a Sova god in all terms of that. I mean, he knows all the lineups, all the cheeky lineups, and as you can see, a lot of these lineups St. John is not even ready for. I mean, there's lineups where the dart hits and they're like, oh, wow, it's there. And then next thing you know, at least gets one, dink, one little round of it, and then they have to go away. 9-3 for the side of Boise State here. Pretty convincing offense, but maybe St. John is just kind of ready to go for the offense as well. But, Boise State hopefully kind of that driver's seat, and they're going to double peek this with a double duelist. It looks like long. Great one-way. Going to fall down here.
Sure is. They get some audio. Going to keep pushing on it. Now, all of a sudden, the one-way is not convenient to you. It's good when you're at that distance, but once you force to this point, the one-way is aiding them.
Ooh, does actually get the silence. He doesn't know there's one more there.
It's true.
But Shell has to kind of guess where they actually went. Do they fall back there, or do they push? Yep, go clear those corners.
Okay,
Thinking now he definitely knows that there's no one there. Does get the Sheriff. And the Sheriff by first round either pop off or you don't. There's like no in between.
Yep.
Great nade. Ooh, wow.
Jabal was really caught off guard by that one. Dreammaker looking to come follow up, help him out.
Spike planted.
Not going to see anything. Going to keep rotating around. Going to try to get some more information with a good shock dart straight into this corner.
Oh, yeah. Clears logs that one. One more.
Go for it one more time.
If they're there, they're dead. Okay, so they're not. Dart coming out here. Oh, nice shot.
Ready for him that time.
3v3 here. It didn't tag any of them, so they can at least make the assumption that there's at least 1 to 2 backside here. Yeah.
Deep in both, they can start corralling him in. He decides to work out, and oh no! They went a little bit too deep, and he caught him on the side. Dreammaker playing against these two people. If he catches one, he's got a chance, but man, it is so tight here because the bomb is about to go out already. Gets one.
And that frenzy from Void actually just went crazy. He got 3K. He had a great cross there. And I think the reason why he wasn't seen by that dart is he actually went to the side on the stairs there. Which is pretty good because then they had no idea that he has a flank there. He played that slow, waited for it, boom, flanked him, hit him with it.
Yep. All right, well, fresh out of the 9-3, the down team takes their first point.
But it seems like Boise's forcing here. With obviously Jet going the Marshall is pretty standard now, even if you do lose. It's just kind of that standard thing where if you win, you keep it. Next round, you just kind of do the same thing and then go from there. But Boise forcing, which I mean, if they do lose this one, they're not looking in pretty good shape for the last one. But they're forcing because they probably think that, hey, they have the lead. If they win this, they probably win the game.
Yep.
And at that point, you know what? Let's do that rather than just kind of hold that.
Ooh, Shell's proactively breaking that door.
Yeah, just making sure that, if they do come here, they can't shut anyone off there.
Still hears that jumping. Still going to keep holding these spots, just waiting for it. Being reactive. J-Bag ready.
Here they come.
That smoke means nothing. Pushes right up in it with a beautiful Oni shorty. Holding at just barrel stuffing distance. Dreammaker. Oh, Jabald, a rough one.
A lot of damage there. And no heals either, so you'll stay low.
Dreammaker has to move around, takes one right through the smoke, which is a glimpse of the side. Keeps pushing, knows those walls are paper thin. Goes for the shock dart, not going to catch much. Goes for a second one just to make sure anyone was still there, they're down. And just so comfortable just spraying through everything with Odin or Ares. J-Bag checking the spots. Move this stinger right up. Comes around, checking the site.
Does get the Spectre.
Ooh, a rough
wow. Void actually kills Kenny with his own molly.
Oh no. A 2v2, but they're both low. Dreammaker, it's already been planted. That's so rough.
I don't know what, I want to know what happened with that molly.
Yeah.
I mean, Kenny died to his own teammate.
Oh, that's rough.
But maybe it was like 3 HP. And he's like, your sacrifice, sorry, man.
Sorry, but we got to funnel them onto the other side. That was a pretty critical shot, though, because then they were able to posture towards the one side and really take care of people. Yeah. So I think it was, I don't know if I would say it was worth it. Maybe a little communication would have helped out, but they took the round anyways.
And so now Boise has to bleed another round in terms of they have to save for next round, where Dreammaker's hard forcing, so I think he might just be okay with an Ares next round or something like that.
Oh, yeah, very hard forcing, and he is comfortable with an Ares. You can see shares from everybody else. Dreammaker moving right in with his Bulldog. Wow, they're ready for him and have a good reply.
Cover going out.
keeps holding this mid with the ADS. Nice and wide. Sees one. Ooh, nice, little scary there, but he takes one with a Z headshot. J-Bag with the Ion coming to back him up.
Panda's a huge flank here, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, massive. Oh, almost takes one. No! One for the left. Can't do it. That's rough. Flow giving him the third one with an assist. J-Bag's going to try to play off that, but they're already gone. They're already on site. The rotation's got to happen, but they're already shutting the door. This is not looking good for Boise State, not this round.
Spike planted.
Clearing out Garden. Waiting for the other one to get on their back. Now they've got the KJ. J-Bag looking to move in a little bit closer. He's made the noise, got to make that entry. Just the pre-fire, but he's so known. So they can wall him off. He's gonna wait for it. Smoke comes out. Another wall here, and the flash just takes him out.
And, I mean, St. John just take that pretty heavily. And, of course, I mean, Boise State was ecoing there. But
true.
I wonder what Dreammaker's going to buy here. Probably the Ares, like I said.
Definitely.
But, I mean, it definitely does have kind of an off eco now.
Yeah,
where
staggered
you
eco.
Have, yeah. Where most members do have theirs. He's actually just going with the Stinger. So,
man,
they must just be okay with having him eco, maybe just playing for the Ult Orb here and try to get that Hunter's Fury to at least be able to stop that plant, or maybe getting a pick through that way. Yep. I don't truly know how they want to do that, but I guess we'll kind of see and wait and find out. So we'll see the Owl drone going out here. We're see a little bit of mid presence. And Boise play really aggressive on this defense here. Ooh, does get one. Great shot from Panda.
Good read. A great cloud burst, but it only lasts so long. They move across. Ready to keep pushing up. They can still hear him. They're coming out. The flash goes, and there's a good reply, and because he's able to get some damage off, the Trident still takes him. That
and Small Nation had a great nade there, too.
So much action in the end.
And now it's a 2v1.
It's a 2v1.
With all that, it's still in the favor of Boise State
Boise
here.
State very high health as well. I can't speak for St. John's last KO, but J-Bag holding out the site
Seems
here.
like he's
very
going
far
through
from
market
KJ.
there, or at least just came out of market.
Definitely so.
On the site there. Does have the KO ult, but it's like, what kind of utility do they actually have to be able to kind of stop this?
Jabal using that plant timer to move right in. Has set up kind of a split here where he's got one on the other side, one on here, but doesn't
right away.
last
They
very
don't
long.
actually know where he is yet, though.
That's true. He's doing the checks. Ooh, they found him. That's all they need. They just need one person to hold him off and one person to go in.
Yeah, I think he's just going to use this and defuse. Oh, wow, nice job.
Excellently played.
Has the swarm, goes to the smoke. I think he's looking for a gun or something. Yeah, okay.
Just knifing about. He's already got a Phantom. He's comfortable.
I'll actually have the Killjoy come get this.
They have.
Just like that, 10-6, Boise State winning this one so far. They are now 3 rounds away from winning it. But, you know, we have seen comebacks and stuff before, so got to make sure that Boise State doesn't get too comfortable here. Got to keep playing the way they're playing. Don't change too much up. Make sure that they're adapting and stuff like that. Don't get too cocky. That's a big one.
Definitely.
Don't get too ego, because like this team is definitely a team where if you ego them, they're gonna make yeah, you'll get going. So overall, great job by both teams, but you know, Boise State doing a great job with this momentum and just going with it.
And the gates are up. We already see some intense play first off. St. John pulling out that. Ooh, look at that verticality from W Panda. It's not going to catch anything. And there wasn't super well conveyed because the Hunter's Fury coming out. Might take one, at least gets a little bit of damage off. Going to the other side, doesn't find anymore, but St. John still has that player out here. Going to put a shock dart up. Looks like we have emotionally committed to the idea of them committing to site B as we're already swinging away over. Nope, we didn't see anything, so we're swinging to A. J-Bag hears a lot, might push up on a little bit. Not going to use any utility. Does get the smoke out. Just holding shells is, watching this cross. One in garden, just waiting.
Placing swarm grenade.
Jabal still posted at B, making sure we don't C9 the site.
You are
Yeah, we're seeing Hill coming out.
Ooh, man. Coming in with a double to take one out. A good 50 check by Void and crew. J-Bag kind of pushed away with that wall. Breaks through a little bit, but knives are in heaven. Dreammaker sending the owl out. Try to find a place to make some space. Sees one and wine, sends the
Killjoy coming out, but the Hunter's Fury is the counter, so that'll be useless.
Jabal walking right through, sees one in hell. They're able to take him with a tag team. That's the last one to wine, just barely. Now it's a,
shot
a
by
2v2.
Flow.
They at least know where he's at. Dreammaker's ready to walk up on that. Oh, but W Panda takes them both out
retake.
and goes in for the other half of the defuse.
And, you know, honestly, overall, I think the Killjoy ult's really good because it forces the Hunter's Fury to come out, and they can't use it for post plant.
Yeah.
So it means they're forcing it on the Killjoy ult. They can't use it for post plant. That's gone. They have basically the only thing they could ever play post plant with there is Brim Molly, but obviously they're pushing him, so it works out. So overall, great job by Boise State. Great retake there. Played their cards right. Used their utility. Took that one down. Now 11-6 aside of Boise State, and just looking to close it out.
On the creds.
Yeah, just looking to close it out here.
Yep.
Needs to buy armor.
He does. Oh no.
Oh
no, Dreammaker. With $3 grand in the bank, just holding a bear back. He's gonna have to play it gentle
yeah,
here.
a little bit of an oopsies.
It happens. Ooh. And it is an aggressive push on here. W Panda is dealing with a lot of fire over. Dreammaker's taking one though. So does Jabal, but Void replies, and so does Flow.
I didn't see.
It's a
Okay, Dreammaker did get headshots, so it wouldn't matter.
They've already got spiked down. W Panda's got to push in through the smoke, and so does J-Bag. It's got to come with a good timing. They're taking care of that wall, but man, that is such a good defensive smoke. It is awkward to play that, so they wait for it to time out. J-Bag looking to put up his own smokes, cover some area here, but that orbital strike is already down, looking to take him out. He doesn't back out in time, and Guns take the other. Smallest Nation with 2 people here. Shells sees one. He has the ult up, but he's totally surrounded. It's going to be awkward trying to leverage this one out. The timer is already too deep. Not going to happen. We go to 11-7 still. Winnable by either side, but John's fighting an uphill battle here. But fighting they are, winning with 3 people still in the holster.
Absolutely, and it is kind of scary, but, you know, it's got to make sure that Boise State keeps coming through with this. I think they're actually on a save round. Yeah, they'll have a save for this round. Just keeps buying and that, selling it back a little bit, you know.
I thought we saved last round by not getting armor.
Well, Dreammaker did. Dreammaker was ready for this round. He was buying for next. But right now, we'll see. Obviously, a save here. So,
yep.
St. John's gonna have a bit of an advantage for this round, but obviously you can never count them out in terms of for save rounds.
Ooh, quick on lots of gunfire. Not a lot of gunshot to body. Man, an aggressive A push. Listen to all that footstep. Look at this utility. Jabal is fighting so much. That Cloudburst coming out. He's ready for it, but the flash is the catalyst for that movement over, and the jet is deep in. Smalls Nation takes one, and BSU Shells has to reply on a Void. A 4v4 and so much action. A lot of Boise State's retreating back, just waiting for the post plant. Shells in garden here, trying to take out this wall just to get a window into what's happening. The Marshal going to be taking care of that. They're going to try to get some through these wall bangable spots, but nobody's posted there. Going to go in for the refuel when W Panda starts to make that push out. Going to peek real quick onto a lot of angles here. Sees one and takes it to the head. A great one. They already have eyes on another. The door's open and they know what's coming up into garden. He takes one out. Flow is going aggressive. They try to bait him out into turning around. W Panda going for the head.
Oh, he's behind.
No, he's taken ahead. Flow. Oh, taking the third one. That is 11-8, and man, what a push from Boise State on a save round.
Yeah, so they got him pretty close there, and honestly, just using a lot of people getting lit, and then also Panda just basically hitting him with the Marshal to finish him off there. Great job there, but 11-8, you know, Boise State still has a comfortable 3-round lead, but we just got to make sure that they got to, you know, probably try to close this game here pretty soon. The last game was really close as well, but you got to make sure you got to kind of keep going with that. Dreammaker's going to have his Odin, so I think that's a bit of a difference here. He is very comfortable in the Odins. We've seen him use it before.
He's ready for this one. He's not even going to send the dart out.
He's going to shoot.
A little bit of a back and forth.
Ooh, let's get silenced.
Put the knife out. He keeps walking. And they're pushing anyways. Steen, a little bit of a rotation out to respect that. Shells with the leer, gonna follow it after. Dreammaker's already taken the space though. He keeps pushing it. One on a Void.
Scanning ahead.
And the reply from their Sova.
One enemy remaining.
Taken slow. Just one left. They know he's back there. Just suppressive fire, just playing for time. A minute left. He can't hide forever. And there it is, Dreammaker with the last one on the smallest nation. Wow. That Odin cheese is crazy.
It's now 12-8 here. Match point for the side of Boise State. So at the very least, we're going to go to overtime if we do. But, you know, Boise State has 4 rounds to win this. So looking pretty good here. Dreammaker, obviously, with this Odin just kind of going crazy with this thing and making it really hard for the team to kind of push through. I wonder how much damage he actually did last round. I'm not going to lie. Because he probably got a lot of tags there by shooting through there.
Yep.
But we'll kind of see there. And then we have the Omen ult available, and we have both jet knives available. So I could definitely see, yeah. Well, Boise State's actually gonna pop theirs right away. So they're definitely feeling pretty good about the knives here, and maybe looking for a jump area. They do have to be careful with the KO silence, but the tour de force is coming out here for the side of St. John's here.
It is a big push from both sides here. Knives on knives, and the tour de force is out. All the econ utility ults, and a quick little knife. Not gonna find anything, but now he knows. And man, look at these aggressive holds by everyone. We do have one in pocket, but already we're just checking mid, just kind of feeling it out. Not a lot down A long though. We get some noise up on heaven, and that's not too comfortable. Dreammaker looking to scout things out, goes real high, sees that ponytail. So they know it's a little bit of a catwalk push from A. Dreammaker going all the way back, knife in hand. It's all coming out, but no one's getting hit so far. J-Back takes one down. Jabal hurt that one. Oh, right in the face, and he falls. And they're still there.
And just like that, Boise State take game 2 on Ascent to make this go to a game 3 here. So great game. This is just playoffs for ECAC, and of course you're going to get down to the wire here. And so we love to see it. Of course, the Idaho Army National Guard is with us with offering, I think, multiple different 15K bonus scholarships across, I think, 5, 10 different majors.
10 different jobs offering 20K in bonuses as well as a scholarship of your choice paid for.
Boise State, and that's the Idaho Army National Guard. So great job there, and they are a proud supporter of the Boise State esports, and their top plays are also presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with, like Greg said, more than 10 jobs offering 20K bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out at Twitch at iGuard Gaming. And of course, that was a great game there, close game. Not as close as the first game, but overall great game here. And our third map is going to be on Ascent here, and both teams are tearing it up, both at it. So I think these agents are definitely kind of a lot of different flexes going on here. A lot of people playing these different things. Dreammaker going from the Rays to the Sova. We see a lot of Sky to the Jet, stuff like that. So overall, this game 3 is going to be pretty good here, and we'll be right here after a break. So we'll come back with a game 3 of this series.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of the Week 2 ECAC Collegiate Valorant. We just saw the Game 2 with Boise State going up 1-1 in this best of 3, which is crazy. And they're looking to pick up a win for each team, so we'll see who ends up kind of taking that next round win. And, of course, I am your host, Brandon Red Hots Kozianczyk, joined by Greg Oldsoul Smith. And, Greg, I do want to ask you a quick little question here. And a lot of times teams get to pick the map and they get to pick, defense or attack here. Do you think there's an advantage of choosing one side, or do you think there's an advantage of choosing defense over attack, especially on a map like Haven?
I don't know. I think we run into this question a lot, and I always want to just say take your most comfortable side.
Yeah.
Which for Haven I would say is defense. Just because you want to bring your best out first, be intimidating, set the snowball rolling. It does let them on to expect a lot of you, but I think it's worth it to take those early points and look for, an uphill battle right at the end.
Yeah, I agree. I think it definitely comes to what's comfortable and stuff like that. But it's just an interesting topic because we've seen a lot of teams kind of really do well on one side at first, or maybe fall over the one side. But I think a big thing is momentum-wise.
Yeah.
With especially if you attack first, there's sometimes where teams get attacks first, and if they go up 5-0, they're just gonna feel really good there.
Yes.
So I think overall it'll be pretty interesting. Boise State obviously is the defense first on this map 3 of Haven, so hopefully that kind of helps them out in this kind of matchup. This has been an insane series overall, and it's been really fun to watch each team play. I think the biggest thing is we're gonna see a lot of agents now. I could definitely see Smalls Nation going back on the duelist.
Definitely.
I think the KO is really good and his aim is really good, but I think that Reyna really forces Boise State to really think about how they're going to peak things and how they're going to play it, because he really takes that advantage on Reyna and that kind of that 1v1 kind of picking apart your team to a whole nother level. And so I could definitely see him kind of being that factor there. And going back on the, the agent, of course.
Yep. So I think the chamber is going to be critical, a defense chamber for both people, both teams. I think we're definitely going to see Dreammaker on the Sova.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
To it. I would expect a KJ from at least one side, if not both.
Yeah, I would say the KJ ult is pretty good. The one thing is Initiator's actually been kind of all over this place in this map.
Yeah, they have.
We have seen Sky, we've seen KO, we've seen a lot of Breach too.
Yes.
Breach has a lot of cool spots, especially if the enemy team plays KJ. He actually can really mess with KJ on this map, because a lot of her spots with her ults, you can actually just plume through. Especially with his ult, there's a lot of small sites with 3 sites. You can't make them that big. So a good Breach is really good on this map. That Rolling Thunder just creates so much space. That A, B, and C there, and also the cool thing is you can actually do it from previous sites. So a Breach can play over the wall, not be ready in position, but just go through the rest of his team. So I'm really excited to see kind of what these teams end up going with, and just overall, we never know what to expect here. And of course, this is our last matchup of the night in this best of 3 for the ECAC. Playoffs. It is 1-1 Boise State versus St. John's. Both games obviously close. This is going to be a great game 3 here. And, just really excited to see what is kind of played out here, what the changes happen, how each team plays, what the agent difference is. So far, we've definitely seen the Brimstone favored. So St. John's versus us and Boise State, thinking of the Omen.
It's honestly one of my favorite picks on this map.
Yeah.
For a long time it has been, just because having 3 smokes drop all at once on such a small map, like you're saying, each site has to be pretty small. You can kind of shut down all of the entrances just the way you like. So I think that one's actually a pretty critical choice.
I just really like the Omen due to the rotation here. Yep. And I also think the biggest thing is his smoke recharge.
Oh, yeah.
I think him being able to recharge his smoke during the round is huge, just because he can kind of keep re-smoking that heaven angle and stuff like that for those post plans for ANC.
Interesting. We are kind of hovering over, and I don't want to talk shells into a corner here, but hovering over this double duelist.
I mean, it worked pretty well last game. We saw, obviously, a lot of the aggression played together, especially with the Panda and the Shells. And I could definitely just see, once again, just pretty much the same comp. Because, I mean, they found it worked for them. It's pretty similar. Obviously, Haven and Ascent are definitely pretty different maps.
Yeah.
But they can basically apply the same concept.
Yeah.
They have these duelists play very aggressive. They have them using Dreammaker utility very well, which I think is the big thing, is an Initiator can be only as
Select
good
your
as like
agent.
your teammates' willingness to use it. Like a lot of Sovas do not feel as impactful as like the Dreammaker does right now, is because his team is using it so well as well. And what I mean by that is he's using utility as his team is pushing up. So either they have to shoot the the dart, the recon dart, and just die 1 for 1 or something like that, or 1 for 0, or they have to choose to just kind of get hit by it and then just shoot through. And we're gonna see basically the exact same team comp, but instead of the Omen, we're going to see the Brim, which is what we talked about a little bit, which is, it seems that, St. John's just more comfortable with it, which makes sense because Omen definitely is kind of that different sort of agent where you got to play a little bit of mystery in there, where sometimes you're TPing into smoke, sometimes you're fake TPing, sometimes you're hitting them with the blinds from behind them. Like, there's a lot of things going on here. So we will be getting into our game 3 here, which, obviously we're going to be very excited to see either one. It hopefully just has a good game here, but we'll see overall which kind of Boise or St. John kind of lean towards. Both teams have kind of had a pretty good defenses, I would say, overall, and the attacks have been pretty aggressive by both teams here, but we do see, Smalls Nation back on that Reyna, like I was kind of saying, that kind of back to that comfort. I think the KO was not bad, but I think it's just, he has a lot more playmaking potential on that Reyna in terms of he can play for these weird gunfights.
Yeah. All right, getting right into it. Look at this defensive push going aggressive onto B. Do they know what side they're on? W Panda. This is interesting. I like it.
Here comes the dart coming down here for that back spawn angle.
Headhunter's already out. We see very typical.
There was one towards C, I think, from St. John, but it just missed a little bit too long, or maybe that's where it's supposed to hit, or it's outside the map, and it does see people from there. Just using those shock darts, making sure that no one's there, because they have a lot of members mid, so.
Preventative shock darting.
St. John playing this very slow.
Definitely.
And just like that, they're kind of having that Shells does get Smalls Nation, though.
Wow, which is pretty big.
This is huge, yeah.
Caught on Banana there, and W Panda is now comfortable to move up against it and try to catch him on the run around.
Good dash, though. Good dash. Oh, and
a good dash indeed.
Good trade.
Headhunter moving up against it. Takes one. Backs up and gets ready for the next. Kind of cornered here. A lot of fire behind him, but Jabald is still ready to take anyone that walks past. Dominating the angle. Doc would be proud. Here's him coming in. Oh, wow. Collateral. Beautiful collateral. Taking 2 and teleporting all the way away. W Panda grabbing the Ion Sheriff just for kicks. What a flawless first round.
Yeah, wow. What a play by Boise State here.
Oh, my goodness. This Headhunter,
and also playing
critical.
the one thing also is playing so disciplined here.
Definitely.
When no one moves for that long, you get a little antsy. Sometimes you want to peek that there, but Boise State really held their angles, went back through. Great collateral by Jabal there, just kind of takes him with it and makes it great shot overall. So we'll win Boise State will win the first round here, and obviously we'll be upgrading here. A lot of Bulldog upgrades for Dreammaker tonight.
Yeah, he's enjoying it.
I kind of like that. Honestly, the Bulldog's pretty good.
Look at this aggressive defense. Shell's moving right in. He sees one and he goes crazy. Ooh, that's a big read. That Lear not quite capitalized on, but he still uses it all the way.
Just miss away. Yep. Wow, they are actually just playing so aggressive here.
This is wild.
These duelists are just going so hard.
Yeah. They're just tag teaming it from left to right, and another flawless. Dreammaker almost lost it there, but he still gets to keep his Bulldog to the next round.
And just, wow, what a play by Boise State, knowing the position that they're in where they're going to be, have the gun opportunity and stuff like that. And Shell's just playing so aggressively long, gets that one pick, uses that, obviously, that dismiss or whatever, the Wraith form goes away. And then next thing you know, the Jet peeks with Panda right there with him, so they can double peek that next corner and take the next floor. 2-0 for Boise State so far. St. John will be mostly buying this round with their Phantoms Vandals. Small Nation actually has 3,500, so it might be a light armor buy for them.
Ooh, W Panda looking quick for first ego. Oh, he sees so many. He changed targets like twice there. Oh, absolutely intimidated by all 4 players. That's a rough one. And they're tearing in. We have nobody watching that. Everybody's going deep on other sides, so they got to haul back. Walk back around. Shell's looking to bring up the rear here, but man, what intimidation to know that you're walking in on so many people. A site that's absolutely locked down. We see 2 back there. Our J-Bald. And Chamber trying to make it back in.
Oh,
sorry, Shell.
Shell's is good. Get one.
Yep.
Ooh.
Good overkill. Protecting that. Goes for it again.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Ooh, like 1.5 players left
JBag
against
was
these
mollied
three.
out there, so you might have thought that the JBag was.
JBag does take
there.
it. It's down to a 2-2.
Wow, he knows what last one is though.
1-1.
Stick.
JBag.
Frozen fake.
Ooh, no. That is rough. He's going to be coming up. Might get the half and go for a kill. He's got to go all the way.
Oh, very close there.
Just no time.
Tried to play it well, but very close there. Overall, I guess Panda kind of was not ready for that because he did dash to that very left side, and at that point you're in a pretty bad spot just because the enemy is ready there. I like he did try to get the smoke across, but he didn't connect the two smokes. The second one, he obviously didn't have enough room there.
True.
Good try overall, though. They are going to force, though. So they have enough where they can buy, 2 Vandals and a Phantom, and they're actually just going to play with it. I think the Jabal is going to look for the ult orb and then play with Tour de Force here. It looks like he's playing with Panda in that A long area to kind of get that ult orb control.
Dreammaker loves those wall bangs.
He knows them all.
Yo, yeah. Jabal ready. Very scary push last time here, so he's ready for it. Dreammaker, oh my goodness. A huge read with that. Absolutely mowing the grass.
He is mowing the grass, that is true.
Yeah. Well, that call out is grass.
They're actually going for maybe a B take here from St. John's.
I don't know. Shells will be ready for it. Oh, and with the backup. Look at all that fire right there. He can't take it. He's got to dismiss out of there. Dreammaker come to do his job with that Odin. Not going to get too much.
Ooh.
A rough drop onto Shells, watching this corner. That dismiss lets him know, though, and WPN has the lineup for it. Boise State, 4v2. Just putting the suppressive fire out onto B. They have time on their side. Oh, I don't think a B push is very likely here from St. John. They might push it anyways, but there's so much firepower going into it, and Dreammaker knows it, so he's going to back off, head closer to C, try to watch this, skip over, make sure nobody tries to run this. Posted in a beautiful off angle. WPanda is going to keep watching the main area just to make sure they don't get a delayed repush. Jabald is already on A, and it might be a save. No! They tried to push, and Jabald shuts him down.
Yeah.
They go in after him. He takes him on the
just
second.
goes down with
can't
them.
Push that slow.
And 3-1 for Boise State there, and just did a great job of holding a lot of good utility there. We saw the smoke there come from Bellman.
Flow looking for a timeout.
JBag had a great smoke there, of course. So SD Flow, that means the St. John's are now taking a timeout there, which pretty fair.
Understandable.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to use it at some points, and it is not going well for them right now.
Yeah, it seems like St. John is very hesitant to attack here, which is interesting because their one win was because they went to that A long site and they just really rushed out there.
All in.
Yeah, and I think
dial it back after a win like that, wouldn't you rinse and repeat?
Yeah, exactly. So I think they're kind of just talking about, okay, what do we want to attack with?
Right.
Do you want to kind of go with this rush strat? Because, I mean, Haven, it is 3 sites, so you do have to play pretty thin on those sites, or you have to make a guess. Yeah, exactly. So
the numbers
I think you have to think about with those 2 duelists, you can play pretty aggressively, especially with these Sova and stuff like that. You have a lot of util, a lot of things going on. You have the Brim Stim and stuff like that. Yep. So I think they definitely can play more aggressive than they have been. They definitely are testing Boise State's discipline when they play default like that, where they're kind of just waiting, hopefully they're going to push out, but Boise State hasn't done that once.
Oh, yeah.
And actually taking advantage of that. Because sometimes when people play default, if the defense goes aggressive, you actually can lose that because you're going to have a 2v1s a lot of the time where you push out like they did on C long, where they played that 1v2. And it's like at that point you're putting yourself at disadvantage. So I kind of want to see how they're going to attack from now on. And it seems like this default action where they're kind of just not really doing anything is not playing out for them.
Yes.
And just like that, JBag gets another kill onto S-Flow there. And it can be really frustrating to not really get anything going on offense, especially when you get instantly picked like that.
It can, and I mean, like, Boise State is being so aggressive, but still being disciplined.
St. John's?
Ooh,
oh, wow.
Dreammaker's ready to plow this one. Gets it immediately. Going to back it up as well. Give WPanda some fire to watch him. WPanda's getting some shot here. Coming out for the help. Dreammaker is crazy. Those knives do come out, though. And Kenny takes 2 with it. He's just going crazy in grass. Dreammaker doesn't want him there. Dreammaker thinking about pulling the lawnmower out, but JBag's coming up to bring in from the back. He's going really deliberate here, kind of just waiting for a move over.
Spike planted.
There's the plant. It's on A, so J-Bag is going to come hauling through, and so does Dreammaker. Shell's waiting for them to get a nice allied push. Brings out the Lyra and goes in with the Empress.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
gets one.
Oh,
Now notice the third one is. Yes, they might be in the corner. Yeah. So that boy did a great job there, especially starting with the pick right away. I mean,
Yeah, that's big.
it really does kind of hurt you because if you were in a rush and you get instant picked, usually everyone's first reaction is, okay, back, fall back, we'll do that. Like, you know, and so I think that's exactly what happened there. He just kind of went long, got picked right away, got a couple picks mid with Kenny's knives, but unfortunately, you know, that's just not enough to really make anything happen.
It's true.
Especially with Dreammaker just kind of shooting
And it was in
everything.
an awkward position to begin with. Yeah, because you can't really push up on Dreammaker with those knives.
Yeah.
So even if she absolutely dominated and even took out Dreammaker, she can't rotate to C because she doesn't have Spike, right?
I agree. And we'll kind of see here now that the St. John's can buy here. So they just got to take note of that. And we have a lot of just holding angles still.
Yep.
Playing a lot of that cheese kind of strat. We see a lot of utility being used A long here. This could be a
are.
St. John's rush, which we do hear a lot of footsteps at the moment.
But we see a lot of Boise State rotating back to get ready for that.
Ooh! Oh, they went right into each other's line.
Shells, man. Boise State has been taking the lineups when they show up. Shell's ready for the next one, but it's not going to be there, so he rotates over to Banana, just watching this long entry. And Jabal takes one right through the smoke. Shell's looking to do the same, sends back to their post on short. And look,
does tag him.
They're already on the run.
And that's why,
Ooh.
Does get that third
Slow
one.
does get one.
Down A.
They just got to find
Everyone wants
Slow.
their one. Everyone wants their one. And just like that, Shells takes 4. J-Bag had a huge flank there just in case anything did happen there.
Yep.
Overall, I mean, Boise just really holding them there. It seemed like St. John was like trying to rush but didn't commit all the way.
Yeah.
Like they had some good utility at the beginning, but then they got long and they kind of didn't know which way they wanted to go about it. And they had some good holds. Obviously, that short play really hurts them because they don't have that split action of that long and sewers, so they don't have that double attack there. And them just lining up is truly unfortunate there.
Yeah,
but
and I
really fortunate.
that was
for
what
Shells.
really happened.
Yeah,
because if those took
You want to play?
two took one,
Let's
then they
play.
would have been comfortable with pushing up hard.
Yeah.
Oh no, a quick one in C long onto Shells. S-Flow coming on strong, looking to make up for last round. Dreammaker doesn't want to hear it. Breaking those doors is priority 1 for Dreammaker every time.
Oh wow, Panda has an Odin now too. Just let me in on this.
What a beautiful Odin at that. Ooh, that tour de force threatening. W Panda with a great cross onto it though, might go behind him.
Oh, I actually have 7 HP.
Ooh, caught
must
Dreammaker
got hit
in
by
the
that.
hands, yeah. W Panda really moving backside here. It's a 4v5. They've got to be careful. It's basically a 3v5 if somebody blinks too hard at Dreammaker with 7 health.
True.
So he is holding.
Yes, it looks like
Nice
he's going
and
to
shallow
see
on the
though,
back
because
there,
which they're ready for.
Ooh, a nice one, but doesn't get rid of that tour de force. Does get rid of the teleport though, but he doesn't need it. Trident and Smalls Nation take out J-Bag and Jabal.
The knives are being popped by Panda. He's really feeling it right now.
They hear the verticality.
Oh, does see one.
Didn't
Oh,
see that
gets
one.
one.
Does get one.
Reset.
30 seconds left.
Oh, goes for crazy angle.
Spike planted.
Not gonna happen.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
no! Even with
Just shoot. Wow.
the sight, Dreammaker goes crazy. He takes the 3.
Dreammaker has like 7 HP.
He's going unreal here.
And
Yeah.
I bet the entire time, like I said, that's usually one of those things where it's like, yo, he's so lit, man. He's so lit.
Uh-oh.
He has 7 HP, man.
Someone's back there with a
Yeah.
calculator like, how much did you hit him for?
Or like the joke where it's like, how much you hit him for?
Yeah.
Oh, 147. Oh, I hit him for 2. He had 1 HP. Oh, that's crazy. We're gonna see.
Oh, Shell.
BSU going for timeout here.
Man, maybe they're just having a pizza party.
Yeah, I've always wondered what these timeouts do, though.
Yeah.
Like, when you're in the lead and you kind of have some, maybe it's like, there could be a thing where maybe Boise has a habit of getting, when they get like a couple rounds ahead and stuff, they might mess around too much.
Yes.
So maybe it's like a preemptive timeout of, hey, let's call a timeout. Let's relax a little bit. Let's chill out. Let's figure out what we need to keep doing, what we're doing well. keep our eyes focused on this game, and let's go from there.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the only kind of thing that makes sense in my head, to be honest.
Yeah, coach tapped him on the shoulder and was like, Dreammaker, you had 7 HP. Why are you taking 2-on-1s with an Odin at close range?
I mean, it worked out.
It did work
did a
out.
great job. So who knows when it comes to stuff like that. That's obviously what the team's up to. So obviously it's probably for some sort of good reason of things like that. But overall, great start by Boise State here. 4-1, I believe the score is. And so, or maybe 5-1 now. It could be one of those two.
I think it was a bit higher, yeah.
Yeah, and just kind of dominating in terms of setting the pace. It seems like
pace setting for
almost
sure.
every first blood has been BSU with the side. Last round, actually, St. John's did get with that tour de force.
Yeah,
but
here it is,
overall, they
6-1.
kind of dealt with it well.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of see here how it goes.
Boise State looking to secure their
and
ahead
Flo
in
gets
the
a pick
first half.
right away onto
Wow.
J-Bag again. Doing a great job with that operator in terms of that in the tour de force.
Really are, and this is the first like big C-long push we've seen, so we've already got the plant down too because we were postured so heavy towards an aggressive B&A hold. Already we see people on site.
Lights it up.
Get some people out. Can't quite take it.
Dreammaker does trade, though.
He does.
3v4 here. Good try to... Oh, nice
strike.
CP.
As the clock is coming down, that's so close. And
Does
wow.
trade. Jabal has a 1v2 here. They are long. Yeah, this is an op. This will be really hard to deal with.
Ooh, diverts the attention, but he's able to bring it back. Man, this is going to be a rough one. It is so down on the clock, though. He doesn't have any options. Now he's just playing for outros. He's playing for greed picks. He knows both of them are there. There's nothing he can do.
Oh, gets one, though.
Gets one, but...
That's good for their eco because
it is.
St. John's don't have that good of an eco. And so, because they lost like the last couple rounds
That's
there.
true,
So
yeah.
if we can look at, I think we'll see the credits here. But overall, you know, not too bad around from Boise State there. Yeah, see, we can see 2 of them can't buy now. Yeah. One did save, so actually, whatchamacallit, Flo can buy one. So they're still down 1 gun at the very least there. But it seems like Small Nation is getting pretty shut down.
Yeah.
After that first game, it seems like they're doing a lot of good job. They can't get too much going here. Boise State are doing a great job of kind of just containing, switching it up a lot too, not just playing the same kind of roles every time. Oh, wow. That's a cool little
That was
dart.
fun, but J-Bag
was ready,
to
though,
see it the whole time, yeah.
He's like, I've seen Dreammaker do this. I know what you're talking about.
Ooh, J-Bag going crazy, takes 2 of them. Boise State is so comfortable here.
Wow.
Jabal takes another one, and it's already 3v1, and an Odin is coming up on the back here, rushing through B. Dreammaker just flying through, hunting down that last one just for fun. We hear the op shots going off, but...
Yeah, I think he's just long kind of shooting.
Yeah, St. John's not going to find it.
Oh.
Ooh, W Panda gets a
Gotta be
little
careful
too
now, though. It's
comfortable.
1v2.
Yep. Yeah, you can't be slipping here. Don't play too sloppy. Goes for the wall bank. Might get some damage off, but Jabal definitely doesn't find the kill. Dreammaker looking to get the around, but you better be fast. It's not going to happen. He goes down. Now it's 1v1, and he's got an Odin. This is not the position you want to be in just because you were playing sloppy earlier in the game. Your position has already gone out unless you want to use a Hunter's Fury to get this round. Man, and he might think about it too. Dreammaker.
Oh, he did
a
fake.
fake plant. This one's got to be the real one. 30 seconds on the clock. They have time to screw around. 2 fakes, maybe a third one. Dreammaker. Nope, not a third fake. Has got to play this guy out. The clock
He's gonna wait for his dart here.
Definitely.
Revealing area.
Means he's gonna be probably close here. Yep. Exactly. So yeah, that's a great job.
Good
just
read.
Overall, just hey, process elimination there.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot this at the corner. There's no way he could have gone any farther, so he's probably close right. I'm gonna pre-fire that. Boom. There we go. You know he's lit. So great job. Panda did kind of, you know.
Yep.
Randomly updraft right there, which is probably not ideal.
I think
there.
they were going for the ego moves.
He probably got a little spooked because you do that. You're like, oh, is that like my fault for the round? And he wins it. And you're like, woo! But overall, won the round.
But
great job.
they were not double peeking that either. It looked like Dreammaker on the Sova was trying to go all the way around for some more sneaky business before he realized, oh, okay, he's got plant with 30 seconds on the clock. Maybe I should kind of buckle
Absolutely
down here.
And we're seeing Boise State up 7-2 against St. John here in this Game 3 of the ECAC Playoffs.
It sure is. Game 3 means that we are already at a 1-1, and things have been intense. No landslides either way, so it could go at any time. Coming in. Oh, all the ults on the board. Sounds like nice. And
I'll put Panda win for that.
Yeah.
Jabal does get his pick right away.
Sure does. Gets his one in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, he's got his one.
He's getting the clock out, yep.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, just peeking, hanging out. Nice and slow. Time is on their side. Boise State is comfortable just doing their peeks. A little bit of a shift as we hear some noise towards A. A couple people clomping around, including a little Omen smoke going off on A long. So we're going to watch one on back and one on this classic crossover. W Panda comfortable with the op here. Going to start swinging around. Speaking of ops, Jabald is watching B with this tour de force, just staring into the smoke.
Slowly just holding these angles. He knows that he has a trap in garage.
Sure
the
does.
problem is if Jet does, she's kind of here for that as well.
Ooh, Dreammaker sees one, might go back for it. Oh, takes an easy, and that spike down.
Down B. One enemy remaining.
Wow, Panda, great shot there.
Oh, man.
And Panda one more time for his third, I believe, for that round.
I think
And
so.
A2 for Side of Boise State, it is looking like it is kind of a landslide at the moment. Seems like St. John on attack cannot really get anything going. It seems like their attacks are like, well, you know, I know it doesn't seem too practiced. And what I mean by that is like they haven't really kind of formulated some good attack plans with certain utility and certain agents, and it seems like, you know, they have to kind of rely on just a lot of opening picks and stuff like that. But when you don't use that much utility, it's really hard to do that.
Yeah.
And Boise State looks very ready on this map. They got everything ready to go. Dreammaker playing that mid/garage area. A lot of these darts are just super hard to deal with.
Yes.
Has a lot of lineup like this.
This map is ship-shape for them. Shell's coming out with the Empress. Going to go
Panda
real
uses that,
aggro.
sees one.
Look at that. Sees two.
Gets another.
Enough for the Hunter's Fury to
Yeah,
get the
Hunter's
info it
Fury. Oh
needs.
my gosh.
Absolutely unreal. Just on top of him. Has to catch a reload.
His orb ran off there. I think he was trying to play aggressive like that to reset, but the problem was he couldn't grab the orb because it went away.
That's all right.
Ooh, just barely misses there.
Almost a 4-1. Goes in for another. Who's going to peek first? Going to float over. Falls in.
Oh, played aggressive. Gets that one.
Spike down A.
W Panda looking for this last one. Going to make it a 3-fer. The shock dart trying to milk them on out, but it's not going to happen. They're deeper than that. W Panda holding right in the middle.
Okay,
ready
they
to
see
flick
the
left to
smoke
right.
now. They
he
know
knows
Jet's
his left side.
spawn. Going for the
Another
bomb.
cloudburst coming in close.
J-Ball about to flank him.
Dreammaker ready to pitch as well.
Actually.
They're all on him right here. He has no options, and there it is. Do you think this kind of aggression, and a lot of times we see a 1v4 means everyone just stays at their spot, let the one come to you. You don't know where they could, and this time they're really swarming.
I think BSU overall, of how they've played this defense, they've played it very aggressively.
They have.
And what I mean by that is whenever they have an opening on the enemy team, they're pushing you. Like right now, we see a save here. I could definitely see Boise State playing it out, playing with the Sova drone or something like that, using the utility with that. And I think with those two duelists, you kind of have to play a little bit like that to really utilize them. And we'll see here. We'll see if Boise State can kind of go up, you know, 10-2. But they still do attack. You have to remember that Boise State did this on the defense, so maybe it's the same thing for the other side. So who knows, maybe it's just that defensive sided for each team. So
lots of smokes and layers coming out. We've already got one on site. They're taking one out.
Good trade.
Jabald with a good reply. Goes in for the second, but it's not quite comfortable enough, so it's to back up. There's already a smoke preventing him and Shells to go in.
Spike planted.
Spike is already planted. We might see him move through B here. Yep, that's the go. Checking all the corners. Ready on a pop. Doesn't see anything. Keeps moving. Shells is going for the bigger round, or at least to check their backs here. W Panda nice and deliberate here. Knows he might be moving in there.
Ooh, good try there. Does dash away though. I think the chamber also.
I think he
TP'd
would
away.
have. I think he would have.
Oh wow. They don't want
ready
you
for
back
next
sight.
Oh, one or two. Back to it.
And just like that, 10-2 for the side of Boise State here. And I will say that's the kind of thing I wish I saw a lot more of from St. John on the offensive, because that was a really good rush there.
It was.
It was just, you know, a couple things post-plant, stuff like that. Boise State played a great post-plant right there, but overall it gave them a lot of pressure. 1v2 situation, really close. That's how you take a sight there. And I think that's why I am not a huge fan of the Reyna, because, like, in my opinion, if you have even a Neon on this map or something like that, Neon Jet takes with how fast you can get them to a site is so crucial, or at least like a breach or something like that where you can kind of play that utility-wise to at least get that space. So that's kind of my thing on it, where we'd see how Boise State ends up playing attack, but defensively they played it so aggressively where the double duels did end up kind of
and I would love to see them play just as aggressive and really take these big pushes that St. John succeeded in taking. I mean, St. John, that big push, it made Boise State reroute where they were standing a few times. They're staring into the smoke and be like, we got to go this way. We got to check grass. Okay, let's move back.
Absolutely here, and we're going to see how it goes.
Oh, with that
Playing
big
very
push,
aggressive this
moving right
long
in.
here, all going through, not even checking garage. Good flash out here. Good. Great job of utility. We see the Lear come out. We see the dash from Jet. We see the smoke, and then we also see the blind.
Just like that, within 5 seconds, they own the site and already have Spike down.
And got off a post plant now.
Ooh, we can't have any walls, though. It's just this smoke and some pistols trying to hold back that backside. They've not
Panda
delegated
gets one
someone
with
to watch
that
long.
frenzy. Doesn't have a dash. Oh,
that
almost got the
frenzy was
reset
not
for it
ready.
too.
One enemy remaining.
Gets one.
J-Pack with a good one.
Smalls Nation
Those are
versus the
still
world now.
backside.
Has a good flank. Oh, wow. Jimmy doesn't even matter.
Done.
Just like that, 11-2. The one thing that you do have to be careful about on this round is there is probably a 99-95% chance that St. John's force here.
Yes.
You're down 11-2.
Yeah.
You got nothing else to lose. You got a force here, and you don't want to just go 12-2 and then, you know, try to hopefully come bring it back or whatever.
No, you don't want to save and bank it all in one big one.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you stop him here, you stop Boise State's eco as well.
Yes.
So I think honestly, we're going to see a force from St. John here. Boise State's got to worry about the judges, the shorties. Got to be careful about that little cheese here.
They do,
so.
which is it's interesting that they're going A because of that then, because that's a lot shorter contact, but it does mean that they won't have to worry about A as much. But Dreammaker coming out with a Bulldog, taking care of things. I'm sure that is a quick rotation, so we will see a nice 5v5
great
coming up.
shot dart.
Wow, good utility. That Lear, letting him move in. Oh, that sprint gets one, but he's traded.
Oh, the brim was caught in smoke, I think.
It was.
He was trying to smoke there. They're going to plan for long here.
One enemy
Definitely do.
remaining.
Might seem to retreat
I think
back
we heard a
along
judge
to watch
there.
that.
They do have 3v1 now. I think they know where Reyna is. I think she's flanked. Yep, she's long.
J-Bag.
And they're just going to double peek that. And Boise State is now one win away from going even further into the playoffs for the ECAC
Match point.
tournament. So, I mean, what a change of events
My
here.
goodness,
I mean,
indeed. I did not think it would play out this way.
no. I think Boise State was like, all right, having map 3, that's us.
Yep.
And they're ready to go. So we're going to see 12-2 here. Obviously, it's not over yet. St. John's could definitely pull out of the rabbit hat. Something,
yes.
you never know.
You
But
never know.
Overall, Boise State could win this one. They did force last round, so they're going to have the numbers advantage for guns and stuff. Yeah, and we're going to see a lot of people upgrading and stuff like that, too.
St. John, I want you guys to pull out the Wii Pro controllers and just go ham. Make a beautiful effort here to flip it.
And they're just going to play along because they know they have the gun advantages,
They do.
so they have no way. Yep, there's the judge. Instantly trades, though. Doesn't matter.
W Panda take it
keep
to
shooting that one.
J-Bag. Greedy for one, doesn't find it.
3v3 now, though.
Goes in for the plant. A 3v3 indeed, but one of them's an Empress. Dreammaker moving in with the judge. Oh, it gets loud in his district. W Panda.
Yeah,
looking
let's say
back.
it's a huge flank from this.
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh,
man.
Gotta be careful now.
Wow, Void with the...
Last player
Oh, gotta be careful
standing.
now.
Boy.
One enemy remaining.
Dreammaker does
He
take
has
one,
ult,
but he's got
though.
one left. He does have ult. Looks to pull out with a big ult finish. Keeps throwing right there. He's got time on his side.
Yep.
Man.
A little too much messing around there.
Yeah, well, got a little excited.
Seems like Panda likes to get a little too happy sometimes during these rounds. But that's okay. I mean, good flank overall. It's been 12-3. St. John gets no weapons, but they do have eco now, kind of, I think. Boise State definitely doesn't, though, I think. They upgraded a little bit last round, so we'll see. Yeah, St. John is pretty low on funds. Boise State isn't the best on funds either, although they did get one bot there, so they have 4. And then Panda actually has knives, so it ends up being... And they're just going to run it back. They said, you know what?
Yeah,
Let's
we
actually
came
just win
close.
this out.
We came close.
Let's
do
win
it
this
again.
out.
This time, knives are on board, and so is the Empress. Flicks right on out, doesn't see much. Oh,
Yeah.
catches one. No teleportation for you. And W Panda on a roll.
Yeah, he wants to keep
I
going
was
this
gonna
time, but he's like, hey, I want to win this
Thinks
round.
about it. You know
He's
what?
probably-
Yeah,
You hear the comms where it's like,
let's-
guys, let's just win this, please.
Yeah,
Let's just win
like,
this.
Panda, stop. Cool, doing great.
This is fine. You're playing with the drum.
Ooh!
Yep. Good cheese.
Ready for that one. They've already got the lights on for this one. At least intimidating.
He's trying to
Pushes
throw
it
a
back.
knife to the wall. Dreammaker going through. I think Boise State is finally kind of... Oh, okay. It's back to 3v2 now.
Yeah,
Be careful.
pretty serious. Shells go nice and slow. They had this before. He's got to watch that site. Trying to move in back, provide some support here. To J-Bag. They see him in the corner, and he
that's
takes
two.
a terrible collateral, leaving only J-Balled on it. Spike is down, and it's so close. He catches one. But where's that TP2? No.
Okay, well, Boise State does hate us, so they're to keep continuing. But now this time they're really broke here, so
Oh,
who knows?
boy.
Maybe this is the St. John's comeback. Maybe it is.
Comeback of the century would it be? Boise State, do not let this slip. You're so close. They're going to run it back, considering A, considering B. It's looking messy.
Yeah.
And this buy here. Oh. Looks like they're going for a semi-save where Panda is ready to end it all.
Yeah. We will see here, though.
Panda, don't stagger the econ here.
See how it goes. We're going to see long kind of angle here.
Little bit of a split here. Might try to push someone to C, hoping for a big rotate, but they're making plenty of noise in B as well. Looks like they're sliding back over. C has been cleared. Shells owns the site. Got his name written all over it, doing the last minute checks on the backside. Gonna keep moving. This is where their big issue's been. This last push from the rotate. Right backside, very typical.
They're not pushing out this time.
They're not.
So maybe this is the actual time that they're feeling, you know, let's play a little post-plan action.
They've got the defensive smoke up, waited until they have that gunshot to make it happen so they get the longest time out of it, and time is on their side. Boise State just has to hold this spot. They don't need kills. They need a minute and 30 seconds.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
W Panda with a good
And
one.
now it's a 4v1. Although
that
Small
backside,
Nation
taking
gets
one out.
one.
This Empress.
Okay, there we go.
There it is.
And just like that, Boise State win 13-4 and will be going on to the next round. So overall, just a great game. Great, just overall series. That first, that first map was so close. You know, St. John's take it away. Second map, Boise State pretty close as well. It was like a 13-9.
Definitely.
And then the third game, Boise State comes out and says, "All right, guys, like we can do better than this." And they just come out, stop the games. But overall, you know, great games to St. John University. Overall, great series. So just overall, great thing to look at. You know, I think it was a great series, and I don't know if anything else you want to add about that or something like that overall, of how the series went?
No, I think that's it. A fantastic series. Everybody played very well. We saw some great gunplay and some great minds.
Yeah, and I guess this does kind of get right into the mix here, but who's your ICCU player of the games?
Oh, my goodness.
Tonight, you know?
We got to see so much of so many people. I think right off the bat, game one, you've got to give it to
Smalls Nation. Yeah, Smalls Nation just went crazy. I mean, I think it almost he had like 35 kills.
Close to 40, yeah. Closer to 40 than 30.
In my personal opinion, I think the last two games, though, Dreammaker was 100%.
Dreammaker
I mean,
did fantastic game 2.
Yeah.
I think he was just having fun on game 3.
Yeah.
But
I think just his utility and overall, like, with how many kills he gets, and I mean, obviously, I think it's not kills aren't like directly correlated to agents,
value,
but I think as a solo when you're playing so far back and stuff like that, I think it's impressive to be able to do both.
It is.
And look at our player of the game is definitely Dreammaker, who really just did a great job here. I mean, just went crazy into the Rays the first game, had a lot of kills, had like 30 kills. And then the next two games he did a really good job. I think top frag second game and third game. But not only did he top frag, he just had so much utility. His Sova offers so much to the table, and it makes it so
much
just hard to play against.
I mean, yeah.
And so, yeah, the player of the game is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Dreammaker is the Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game. More than deserved. I mean, overall, just did a fantastic job.
Excellent work.
Had a great series. I always love just seeing his Sova because it's so different between others, because others will still try to play standard with that, Vandal, maybe Odin here and there, but he really excels in the Ares and the Odin department with his darts. And not only that, his team plays around it so well. We've seen a lot of just great jet dashes, following the drone, stuff like that. So overall, a great job by them. And do you have any final thoughts before we kind of part ways here?
Just overall, a quality game.
Yeah.
We saw some aces. We saw a lot of flawlesses. Some great collaterals for both teams.
True.
It's just some solid gameplay. It's been a good night.
Absolutely. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And as always, this is the top 5 plays are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. With more than 10 jobs offering a $20K bonus in your degree of choice paid for, the Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. And for all of us joining here at Boise State, thank you so much for joining us. Be kind and stay safe out there. And of course, we'll end with the top 5 plays and have a great night.